Oh, it's all.
It's the giveaway, baby, get that number now. 103 let's hear you shout.
Yo, what's up, everybody? We're here. We're live. Back at it again. It's the AB6 podcast. We're live every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And as always, I'm joined by the voluptuous, the delicious Nicky Gordo, Fat Nick to my right.
Fuck off, boys.
And today we got a very special guest. We got one of our best friends in the building. We got DJ Scheme in here, bro.
You know the vibes.
Say what's up to everybody, bro.
Hey, what's up, y'all, man? This really my family. I don't know if y'all know this, but I used to be Nick's DJ for a while.
Dude, Gabe DJ'd my tour with me, Teddy, Bexy.
I DJ'd for everybody.
Yeah.
Holy, dude, those are great times,
It
bro.
was great times.
What tour were we on where Gabe... which tour was that?
That was my tour. It was me, Bexy, and Teddy.
Was it the When the Lean Runs Out tour?
No. That was Generation.
Yeah.
The one I'm talking about is Generation Numb.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Damn. Back in the day, dude.
It was a minute ago. Like a minute ago.
Was Smoke Perp on that one?
No, that's When the Lean Runs Out.
No.
Oh, okay.
When the Lean Runs Out is me, Peep, and Smoke Perp.
Yeah.
And this one was me, Bexy,
Yeah.
Teddy,
And Gabe.
and Gabe.
Yeah. I remember
Fucking
Teddy.
nuts. What happened?
I just remember Teddy. Teddy came into my mind. I'm not gonna say anything bad because I have nothing bad to say.
No, he's
about
a
him.
great guy,
But
dude.
I love him. We just used to make fun of him so much on tour.
Yeah, good times, man.
You know, we hit a deer on that tour. You don't remember?
Oh, dude, I hit a deer,
And-
right?
Yeah, you.
And we
hit a
got
deer.
stranded in Idaho.
You were with us.
Dude, what the fuck? Yeah, I was.
You hit a deer, bro. I never
In
forget. I was
Arkansas,
sleeping.
right?
I was sleeping in the back, and I smacked my face in the chair in front of me. And I
Holy
was like,
shit.
I literally woke up, and I was like, "What happened?" And y'all were like, "We hit a deer, and we think it's dead." And then I remember
Remember the
cops-
security guard, Nick?
Bro.
He came out, and we were like, yo,
Kill
fucking
it.
put this deer out of his
you
misery.
You got to. I remember.
Yeah.
I never forget that. And he wouldn't kill it. He was like, I don't know if I should shoot my gun here. And he was like, I'm not gonna put it out of its misery. And then the cop showed up, right?
Yeah,
And then
yep,
the cop, we looked back and the
fucking
deer
deer
was
is
gone.
gone.
Like we
Gone,
never
dude.
hit it. Like it wasn't like. I swear I seen it. Bro, honestly, I don't even know. Maybe it was like a ghost deer, but that deer left, and I didn't see no trail. I don't
Yeah.
know where it went,
No, dude.
but it fucked up the whole fucking excuse me.
Sprinter. Yeah, the sprinter. No, you can curse here.
Okay,
This shit, dude.
the whole sprinter was fucking
It
destroyed.
was banged up.
Like destroyed. We had to go and get like a rental. We had to leave mad shit, and like I don't even know where I
Dude, and then, you
I
know,
didn't care.
did you know what happened to that
Sketchiest
sprinter?
thing? Because we
What?
were in Nebraska. That's where we're.
in the middle of nowhere.
And I had to go in the back of a cop car, and I had a suitcase with like 50 perks on me,
Yeah,
and like
know
a
that.
pint of lean.
I know he did.
And I'm like, holy shit, I'm in the back of the cop car. I'm fucked. But
Damn, you got through it,
Not
bro.
a cop just drove us.
and you want to hear something crazy? That same Sprinter was getting shipped to Miami.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
fix it.
After that,
And I heard, wait, didn't the truck flipped or something?
the
With
fucking semi truck that was transporting the sprinter back to Miami so we can get it fixed in Miami, like fucking slipped on some ice on the road, and our sprinter was being transported at the top of the trailer, so it got
I remember
fucking
this.
totaled.
I remember you guys telling me this.
It got
and
fucking
I was like,
totaled, dude.
So did you guys get the Sprinter money back, or did you guys just have to
Dude,
take that?
I think at the end, like, I got a check for like $2,000 or some shit.
What?
Yeah, dude, because we still owed money on the sprinter and shit.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
tough times, dude.
Man, that Sprinter was awesome though.
It was, bro. We
the
felt
Sprinter.
super cool in there, right?
I loved
fucking,
it.
oh, dude, there's a fucking outlet. Yo, check it out, bro. We got a
Yeah,
fucking
bro.
PlayStation, dude.
I swear to God,
Yeah.
bro, I love the Sprinter, bro. It was like, from going on Sprinter tours to, where I've been like the past couple of years on like
Tour buses. Yeah.
and like flying on some jets with some of my good
Yeah.
friends is like it when you think about those times, it like humbles you in a sense. You're just like, wow, I used to really like love being on a Sprinter and sitting up straight and sleeping like through an 8-hour drive, when now we're like on tour buses. It's like,
Yeah. No, you're not just hotboxing the fart
yeah,
that Nick lays out.
Nick would be ripping shit.
Dude, those are fun times though.
Yeah, they were
They're great
I think that's
times.
what's fucked on my back nowadays.
What's the biggest upgrade though? Is it like from a fucking one of those shitty vans to a Sprinter? From a Sprinter
That's the
or a
levels.
Sprinter from
Those
a
are
tour
levels.
bus?
No, those are okay. So I would say
Or a bandwagon. Where's bandwagon in that after the Sprinter, right?
I would say that I never did a bandwagon. I've only done the white little van, trash as fuck. You feel like you're dying in there. And then the Sprinter, which was like what you said, you were like, this shit is so sick. There's a PlayStation, like you have something to like kind of like take your mind off of it. And then the biggest jump for sure, this is for every artist, you'll feel it, is when you get on a tour bus.
Yep.
And it's not even like a regular tour bus, it's a nice one. And like you can customize how big your bunk is. And like, you know, I get my own space and like I'll be like, yo, nobody touches these bunks. These 2 bunks are mine. So I'll take a whole side. And
You got a junk bunk or something too?
I get a junk bunk and I have myself under it. And I always sleep under and I'll just make it kind of like the middle one. So it was like comfortable for me because I was like, I'm not a up top guy. I have to be in the middle. Like I can't like be too, like I can't sleep on the floor because that's like the worst. You gotta like roll out of bed and then stand up. I just want to be able to.
Dude, I'm getting the fucking floor bunk
middle's
all the
the best.
time for some reason. dude.
Middle means you got nuts. You know that?
Yeah.
If you're in the middle, you got fat nuts.
If you're in the middle, you have authority.
You do.
And that's what I have.
You're in the middle
Even if
bunk.
I'm not headlining.
It's true.
Yeah, I'm not headlining these tours.
Me
I'm
either.
support.
Hey, me either.
And I'm showing authority everywhere.
Me too. Shit.
Oh,
And you know who's getting bottom?
Who's getting bottom?
That guy right there, Vic. He's getting bottom bunk every goddamn
You guys
day.
are kind enough though to give me a middle bunk,
Hey,
but
that's
I'll
how my brother is, bro.
politely
He like-
decline.
My little brother loves the bottom.
You know, Danny was sleeping. I'll never forget this. Danny was sleeping on the top bunk. And Swig, because you know Swig's ex-military.
Yeah.
He came in, wake up, we gotta leave. Danny rolls over, falls on the floor.
From the top bunk?
I did that.
From the
I
top.
did that too.
Jesus.
I did one time where you know how you can like in certain tour buses you can like make them 2 instead of 1 and 3, like a 3. You know how they have certain ones are like zzz, automatic and they'll like change. It's
Okay.
It was
Oh yeah, we always have those.
Yeah. We're used to those, dude. We're used to those. over there.
Chill. That was, you know, like when we were on tour with Dawn, we had one of those, like a nice bus, which shout out to Tarek for finally getting us a nice bus. Because I feel like the whole thing is like when you're like looking for a bus, you're trying to get the best deal and you're trying to find the best person or whatever. And then you kind of realize it's kind of like about comfortability in the end, because I feel like it's not talked about enough, but like, bro, tour is like, I don't even, I'm kind of lost for words right now, but touring is not talked about enough on how much like
How exhausting it is.
mentally,
Yeah.
physically, like you're waking, no matter what, even if you're on a tour bus, even if you got the biggest nuts on the bus and you're in the back and you have a bed, bro, you still wake up every morning like, ugh, what the fuck, where are we, what the fuck, where am I? And then it's like you end up being the first person up and you're like, why am I up right now? Where is everybody? And you're
Imagine
like,
waking up and taking a shit though. Waking up and having to take a
having
shit.
to take a shit. That's why you go up to the front. You're like sitting there in the front, like,
Yeah.
hey, you go to the bus driver, you open up the window, and you open up this little sliding glass door, and you're like, where's the closest like bathroom? And the motherfucker will be like, bro, honestly, I'm gonna tell you what, we're gonna hit traffic in like 2 hours, and we're gonna be stuck for like 4 hours on the road, so you ain't shitting for like 4 hours. And I'm like,
Dude.
what do you do when you gotta
Shit in a bag?
Listen, you want to hear a story about that?
Yeah.
I got a good one.
Yeah, tell us.
So, I'm not gonna say what tour and who I was with, but obviously, I tour with Stokely a lot. But I will say this on his behalf: it was not Stokely. Someone came on tour with us that we invited, and I'm not even gonna say what his job was because I think that might give it away.
Who shit themselves, bro? Who shit themselves,
Now
dude?
listen, everybody was asleep in the bunks, right?
Uh-huh.
He had the shit, I guess, and he made sure everyone was sleeping. He took a bag, he put like a diaper, I guess, and Ski opened the door while he was in the middle, in between the bunks, shitting and pissing in the bag. Cause so he put it like a thong kind of like.
What?
He just
You got a shit
literally-
thong.
Yeah, he crouched down and pissing shit in the bag, and Ski walked out on him and was like, what the fuck are you doing? And the kid didn't stop because he was already going. So he just like let it out. And Ski just closed the door in his room because he had the back. Obviously, you know, Ski got, you know, Ski's the headliner or like.
He's got that big room.
Yeah, he got the big room in the back. And I'm like, I got mad because nobody told me for like 2 days. And I'm like, wait, this motherfucker was taking a shit like
In the
right,
bunk.
like next to us, basically.
I'm not even pissed about shitting. You're fucking pissing next to me. You can go piss in the bathroom.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, just
I
go to
was
the
like,
bathroom and do it,
Just
right?
go to the. Why was he not in the bathroom?
He was in the bunk.
He's a freak.
He's a freak.
He's a freak. He wanted to shit with the boys. He wanted to shit with the boys.
He,
That
wanted,
was-
he wanted to shit with the boys. I swear to God. Like when Stokely told me, I was so hurt. Like I felt like betrayed by him. Like I was like, ain't no way you shit and piss in the open air in the bunk. Like,
Dang. Have you been close to shitting yourself, Nick?
I
on
shit
tour?
myself a bunch of times.
You shit yourself?
I shit myself a bunch of times.
Never-
I probably shit myself last month.
I can't lie. You know what? I'm 28 now, and I will say I'll cough sometimes, and I'll rip a fart. No shit yet though. So I'm like,
I haven't shit myself.
I'm like, when I hit 30, I'm probably gonna be shitting.
Well, who knows, man?
I hope not. But I've been like really healthy and like exercising and shit. So I'm like, I've been coughing and not farting, and I'm like, okay, maybe it's about exercising and like making sure you're
Hell
right,
yeah, dude.
and like, you know, healthy and shit. That's kind of been my thing lately.
Dude, I remember this time I shit myself. I was in New York and I got food
Oh
poisoning.
my God, I remember that. I remember
Dude,
that,
the
dude.
thing about me, listen, I'm
Yes.
fucking. Sometimes I'm cheap. I'm not getting rid of shit. You
Yeah.
get me? I wear only Calvin Klein underwear and Tommy Hilfiger underwear. I'm not throwing them
That's
out.
true. Yeah,
Yeah.
you do. You do. I know you do.
Classy
That is
man.
very
What a
true.
classy
He
guy.
does wear really nice underwear.
Dude, so-
that is one thing about Nick. Yo, he wears really nice underwear.
Dude, I gotta
Yeah.
feel nice. But dude, I'm in New York. I got food poisoning. And I'll never forget, I'm in the toilet throwing up, and I shit my pants while I'm throwing up. So I throw my underwear out on the floor, and I'm still throwing up. And we have a flight the next day. And I'm like, Swig, pack my shit underwear and put him in the luggage. I gotta take him home.
Yeah. He's like, I'm a
I
wash
literally told Swig, I was like, get my shit underwear, man, pack them.
But why don't you just throw them away? You can
Because a
afford to
pack of
fucking-
4 is fucking $50.
I'll tell you what.
Holy shit, dude. Come on.
I don't care. I'm a like when I'm on tour, underwear gets worn maybe max for 2 shows, and it's like
Throw it away.
gone.
Nah, I gotta
Yeah.
wash them, bro. Because mine are nice. If you feel mine right now, they're like spandex, microfiber, cooling technology.
Yeah, no, I know you do.
Like, I wear nice ones,
nah,
bro.
he does. wear
Yeah,
nice.
but a
I've
pack of
seen your-
4
Like, what, you want me to fucking
I've seen
This
shake?
shit's only worth $10, dude. Like, just fucking,
Nah,
you
he's
shit
buying
yourself
$50
in those
packs.
Yeah, I'm buying
fucking
$50
briefs.
packs.
That's my thing. I'd still go to Walmart or Target or whatever, and I'll buy the fucking pack of bullshit hands.
And then what happens? You go play one game of
Yes.
basketball, and it
Look.
rolls up down your crack.
Look, what I'm
You
playing.
know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking
look what
about.
I'm wearing
That's
right
big
now.
boy
Look
talk.
what I'm
Hanes?
wearing right now. Hanes.
And what
Let's
happens
go.
after you do some sports?
Bro,
Your ass crack starts
Ass
rolling
crack
down.
is- no, if I play sports with these on, I'm getting a rash, or I'm getting like a burn in between my ass crack, literally.
Dude, the shit's fucking rolling, chafing. It looks like you work at a fucking...
Yeah, you get a chafing.
a fucking gay strip club after when it rolls up your ass like a thong.
That is
Dude,
right.
I hate this goddamn...
Yeah.
No,
you are so right.
All right, man. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna stay away from Hanes.
I'm gonna tell you this. If you get your dick rubbed in spandex ones, they feel nice.
Way better.
And you get dick rubbed in that, you
these-
get a fucking Indian
You
burn.
get Indian
You get Indian burn in your dick.
You're not lying. And then also, if you pre-cum or something, it like you're stained.
done.
You're stained and you're done. You have to get rid of those bitches.
It's like wet cotton balls everywhere.
100%.
I have a question. Why do
Yeah.
you think, and this is a theory, it's statistical facts, it's 90% of girls do this. Why do you think girls work out with spandex over cotton?
You tell me. You're
Because
the-
spandex absorbs moisture. So if you nut in your spandex, it's gonna leave. But if you nut in your cotton, it's done. You're done.
You're nutting in your cotton Hanes.
You never busted a nut in your jeans before?
No jeans. No.
I actually was gonna say something. I'm gonna pass on it because actually, no, I don't care. Actually, I really don't give a fuck. So, actually, we'll get into that later. Forget it. Never mind. I'll talk about that when we.
Wait
get
a second. Hold up a second, dude.
Forget.
Now that you're bringing this up, Nick, are you doing some of this? Are you yanking your little mole rat in the bus?
Have you
In the
ever?
bus?
I
In
don't-
the
I don't-
bunk
Have
or
you
something?
ever jerked off on the bus?
No.
Are
but
you jerking
never-
it on
I've
the
never.
bunk on top of me, dude?
we
I've
have
never.
no. We had a conversation on tour, and I can't say it, But there's somebody on that tour bus who said he jerks off 4 times a week on his bus.
Yep, I know people like that.
And I know me and Victor know who he is.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm not
people
gonna
like
say
that.
You
what.
tell me. I won't tell.
I'm not gonna say what his here.
Fucking crazy, dude.
But
Nah,
he works for Puya, and he's cranking hog in the back of the bus.
He's yanking his fucking thing.
And
Yeah.
what I tell him is
times
this:
a
okay,
week.
cool. If you're that horny, at least jerk off in like the bathroom in the
In
venue.
the bathroom.
The bathroom in the. Where's the bathroom? Excuse me.
Or just fucking blast it in the bathroom in the bus. I'll have more respect for you as a man if you yank it straight into the toilet and just flush the nut. Like literally angle it down when you're about to come and just fucking into the toilet and fucking flush the kids down.
No, but you know he's cranking hog. Listen, he's cranking hog here.
In the bunk.
Listen, he's in the top bunk.
And he's busting it. in
Migo
there.
plug is underneath him.
Migo always gets fucked. I
Migo's
feel
underneath
so
him. Then you
bad
have
for
Victor
Migo.
here. I'm here. I'm playing mosquito sounds on my phone, pissing everyone off. Marcus is farting everywhere. He's fucking 400 pounds, and he's just cranking hog in the back. So how are you focusing on porn? Like so much shit's going on.
Yeah,
Jesus, the homies are just talking shit out there, and someone's just
Homies
rubbing it
talking
down.
shit. I'm dancing,
You're
DJing in the
farting,
front,
Marcus
and
is
fucking guys
farting.
cranking hog in the back.
ripping it. Yeah, I know some serial hog crankers that have been on tour with us, and I'm just like, I can't lie, bro. Look, when I'm around females and stuff like that, I feel like it's like you get that feminine energy. You're like, oh, okay, you got a vibe going, right? But it's like you're around the boys. I can't lie. When I'm around the boys, I'm not like I'm gonna jerk my dick. No, excuse me. I'm not gonna what'd you say? Yank your hog. Yeah.
Crank your hog?
Yeah, crank the
Or
hog.
choke the weasel.
Yeah, choke the weasel. Or spank the dragon. That's what I used to call it. I'm not gonna spank the dragon like around my boys. Like my boys don't make me like horny, I guess.
And I got a crazier theory.
What's
And
a theory?
And I know everyone here can vouch. What do you do when you get in your bunk? You know what I do? I go like this, and I take my socks off and put it in the corner.
Right in.
So where's he busting? He's busting the sock, throwing the sock back
in the corner?
Fuck which sock and putting his cum socks on.
Oh,
100% think about it.
You know that's so true because I do the same thing with my socks. When I get hot in the bunk, I'm like, bro, socks are coming off. They go in the corner, and I kick them in the corner, and I'm like, when I wake up, I know where my socks are at.
And you can't go in. If you're in the bus,
I've
you're
never
gonna put
had
the
this
socks
thought,
back
dude.
on
I've never
because you're
had
not gonna
this
go to the
thought.
bay and get them.
No.
So he's wearing cum socks.
He is.
Dude,
Or
who
he's
the
wearing
fuck
no socks.
Is this person?
You just gotta look for the person who, I guess, got the cummiest sock. Just looking. Everybody, check your sock.
Whichever one's crusty.
Yeah, who got a crusty sock?
There'll be a color difference.
There'll be a color difference for sure. There'll be like a little tannish.
Like they're like he's talking shit. He's like, no, these are just off-white Virgil socks.
Hey, yo, I
like
can't
these are
lie.
cum socks.
Hey, I look really tan. I look tan as hell.
What's the craziest thing that you've ever seen done on tour? Like I got.
the craziest thing?
Yeah. Like in this type of, if we're sticking to the subject here, like,
Okay.
is there anything crazier than yanking your hog?
No, I
In the
have
middle of a bunk?
definitely can 100% say
The shit
that.
story.
No, cannot say.
You can't
what-
even-
I
you can't
can't
even
even
say it.
Speak it into. I won't even say it because I love my homeboy and I love him so dearly. And shout out to my boy. But
What happened? What happened there?
I
What happened
just
to your
like,
boy,
oh.
bro.
all right, look. So I'll tell you this one. All right, ready? This is a long time ago. This girl, she was overage. There's no underage shit. Obviously, we always have our security guards check everyone's IDs. Don't get me wrong. We have had the situations where like someone tries to get on a bus with a fake ID. So what we do now is like everybody has like if you're our security guard, you have to have a real scanner that can scan
Oh,
ID.
shit.
Yeah, like we have security guards now that like scan your ID and like make sure. They're
Yeah.
like motherfucker will put that bitch up to your face and be like, is this bitch? Is this you?
McLovin?
Yeah, okay. You 22? You 23? You don't fucking lie to me. And then turn it around and be like, all right, this looks real. You got another thing to prove it? And then she'll pull out her driver's license, whatever. And he'll be like, all right. And then he'll take a picture. It's like an app thing. And like you scan it, I guess. And
Yeah.
it like comes out that it's real. So it's
Gotcha.
not a fake ID.
So what's the funniest thing
All right,
or the
so
craziest
I'm
thing
getting
that's
there, I'm
happened?
getting here. So
Yeah.
a girl that was overage and she completely consented to it, she allowed one of my homeboys to sign her asshole. Completely around the rim of her asshole. I'm not gonna say which one of my friends because I actually don't know if he's in a relationship right now. So
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna say his
But this
name.
is ages ago, dude.
Yeah, it was so long.
But girls
ago.
don't forget this shit, man. No, hell no.
She's living with that forever, and I'll never forget it. She pulled her pants down and spread her asshole in front of everyone, and my homeboy said signature in a circle around it, and I'm pretty sure there's a picture of it because she was like down for it. She was like, take a picture of it. I need to see it.
I want to say I know what you're talking about. I want to say I know what you're talking about.
I want to say I know what you're talking about.
Look,
Too.
if I say what letter his name starts with, it's gonna give it
Yeah,
away.
it's done. No,
'Cause
yeah.
it's my
I
only
think-
homeboy with
Okay.
that letter that we be around. No, actually, you know what? No, because you're okay. Ready? Your version of hold on. It is gonna be like a us only thing. Sorry, guys. This is the us only thing. Your version of the homeboy has the same name as my homeboy. Your homeboy just something
Okay.
Migo.
Yeah.
Oh, got it.
You know what his real name is? His real name.
Yeah.
And then my homeboy's real name.
Okay, I know.
He's all our friend. You know him. We all know him.
Yeah. That's crazy.
He signed her asshole. It was dope. Honestly, I like really commend it. I really like commend her for like being down for that and like having the balls to, like show people your asshole. Just like I respect it. I'm like I'm
We're just washing it after is insane because, dude, sometimes I'll get marker on my skin and I have marker on my skin for days.
imagine having
and I'm
mark on your
showering,
asshole.
shit's not coming off.
I know. I feel. I same thing. I don't even know how long. And it was with Sharpie too. It was a marker.
Jesus
So, like,
Christ. That's going
she-
to take a while.
Yeah,
To
she-
rub out.
I think
Yeah.
the person who did it, we all know obviously now.
Yeah. No, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
But was like I think she told him like I'm gonna tattoo it, and I was like, you
That's
gonna
wild.
tattoo on your asshole? I bet that shit hurts so bad.
Dang.
I would never ever think of that.
That's
Dang,
insane.
A lot of
I
crazy
didn't
shit
like wiping
goes
my
down.
ass and you start bleeding. You know when that happens when you just shit too much? That shit hurts.
That's-
If I want to get a tattoo, get up my ass more.
Oh, that's the worst feeling.
Well, guys, we're live here every Wednesday, 8 p.m. You know, we're not fucking improvising here. I mean, we're all literally improvising here. Nothing's fucking scripted.
Nothing
and
is scripted. I just showed up literally
Yeah.
10 minutes before.
Exactly. So appreciate everybody being here. Like Gavin, shout out Gavin, shout out Candy Quartz, Feisty, all you guys. Appreciate you being here, spending your Wednesday with us. A lot of crazy shit goes down on tour. And you know what you need on tour? You need a hospitality rider to get some shit.
Yes, you
So
do.
without further ado, Dave, we're going to move
Damn.
into that segment. It's called The Green Room.
The green room. It's the giveaway, baby. Guess that
Here's what
number
they ask
now.
for backstage. The green room. Here's what they ask for backstage. The green room. Here's what they ask for backstage. The green room. Here's what they ask for backstage.
Great
Who
song.
did this?
Dave. Who
Really?
fucking did that? Yeah, dude.
Yo, you crushed that. That's sick.
Yeah. Yo, so for those of you who don't know, I mean, a lot of people here have been around now. I see a lot of regulars in the chat, but what's a hospitality writer, Nick, for those who don't know?
Dude,
what it
essentially
is?
is this, bro. You book me for a show. If I don't have some green room, I'm not fucking doing it.
I'm not.
Yeah.
M&M's,
Straight
Gatorades, water, snacks. This green room fucking pissed me off because I can't munch on nothing right now. But that's pretty much
Dang,
what it
did
is.
we get any chocolate for this guy? Let's give him something right now. Let's fucking tame the beast, bro. You're not you when you're hungry,
We
bro.
need some chocolate.
Yeah,
Hey,
dude.
is there smoking allowed on this podcast?
Well, we get demonetized every time
Listen,
people
so
smoke
I'm not.
on
I'm
here.
not gonna smoke. Then don't worry. Don't worry.
Okay.
No. I haven't. I actually stopped smoking.
That's good.
But
Let's
someone.
keep it up.
Yeah. But someone was smoking when I walked up, so I was like, I want to hit a joint. I don't know why. So
Hit that thing,
don't even
dog.
worry about it. I'll hit it after, and we'll.
Hell yeah. Emmanuel
Yeah, we'll smoke
H
after.
says DJ Scheme is a godly guest.
Oh man, thank you
Yes,
so much.
W.
I
A lot of
appreciate
W's in the chat for Scheme. Nick, enjoy your M&Ms. Well,
I'm weighing a handful. I can't eat that much calories.
dude, for everybody who's here, we're in the green room segment. We got this hospitality writer going down, and it's funny because we hit up Gabe and see like, yo, what do you want for us to bring to the table today? What do you usually ask for when you go on tour? And he was like, yo, man, just get me some baby wipes
it. Yeah.
and some Millie Moons.
But the baby wipes is
Luxury diaper.
Dude,
Dude,
goddamn bunk.
Let me bring this
And
out,
no-
man.
and you should
What
be-
the fuck
That's
is
what you should be coming in those baby wipes, because they're good.
So
Yeah, put.
So this is your new fucking hospitality writer, right?
Yeah,
You're trying this bad boy out. Let's tell everybody about this shit, bro.
Okay,
What's going on here?
yeah.
What is this, bro? We got the baby wipes.
Yeah, so basically, I'm a father, and like they were like, "Yo, you like he's like Mikey said. He said you need to get it right because we do a segment." And I was like, "All right." And I looked at my girl, and I was like, "This is actually sick. You guys got me a lot of diapers. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that."
I mean, it's the green room segment.
No, I have a couple of these boxes, but I'm like, you guys got the big box. I really love y'all for that. Thank you.
What the fuck are those, man? I mean,
They're
I've got a
really-
baby right
they're-
now. I've
they're
never
really-
seen a luxury diaper. I'm a cheap motherfucker. Bro. What the hell is that, dude?
They're really good diapers, bro. And my baby just like, bro, when he shits, that boy be, and it's like, and it's like, bro, you need a good diaper for a baby that shits strong. My baby shits very strong. Shout out to my baby.
Yeah.
Shout out to little Gabe Jr. because that's his name. And
Junior.
I didn't pick it either. My girl was like very, like, persistent on that shit. I love her for that, honestly. Shout out to my girl. I love her a lot. But yeah, she came up with the idea. She was like, I wanted to be a junior, and I was like, I love you even more than I already do. Like now,
Oh,
Cuban?
awesome, dude.
huh?
She Cuban?
No, she's Venezuelan and Dominican.
I was gonna say she's Cuban junior.
That's a cool mix.
Yeah,
That's an interesting mix. Venezuelan, Dominican.
Yeah, now Cuban and a little bit of. I did my ancestry.
Oh, let me guess, Spaniard. Because every Cuban does think they're Spaniard.
dude, I'm fucking Spanish, I swear, bro. I'm fucking-
Hey, ready? My second biggest thing was actually Northern African. You know
Like,
that?
Either one of those.
On my
what's,
ancestry.
what's Northern African? Like,
It's like
Morocco?
Yeah, Morocco-ish.
Yeah.
Like that. That's what the area that it was like showed.
Hell yeah, man.
It was like Cuban, and then a lot of Spain because it is always like that, and then
Every Cuban and every Venezuelan says they're Spaniard.
Yeah.
I mean, bro,
know.
the difference is I actually am Spaniard. My dad's.
Here we
Where'd your
go.
dad
Here we
born?
go.
My dad's.
Where's your dad
There
born?
it
My
goes.
dad's.
Where's your dad
Listen,
born? No, where's your dad born?
the Canary Islands.
Your dad's from
My
Canary.
no, I'm sorry. My mom's family.
It's from Little Havana.
No,
And your dad's from
It's
Hialeah.
from Matanza, Cuba. My mom's side of my family is from Cuba. My dad was born in Cuba, but my dad's dad is from the Canary
So I have a
Islands.
question. So
And also, so is my grandpa on my mom's side.
you expect me to believe, and I don't mean to cut you, but you
They are
expect me
from
to
Spain.
fucking believe.
They're from Spain, but it's not really
Oh,
Spain.
Spain is. I have so much Cuban friends.
I
Like I'm
can't-
probably Cuban.
I don't
But you
even-
expect me to
Yeah.
believe that your fucking grandparents left beautiful Canary Islands to go to shit Cuba where you can't afford
and
mozzarella cheese.
Let me tell you something. My
Fucking
my
bullshit.
grandpa is back in the Canary Islands. He fucked my grandma, dumped in her, and had my dad and
Dipped.
I said I'm going back to Spain. I swear to God. And then my dad is about to settle. He came here. He got lost at sea for 2 days. And he, for those of you who don't know what a batero is, it's basically a person that gets on a fucking makeshift boat, like a
Yes,
like
sir.
a fake ass fucking. You can make it out of whatever the fuck, and you attach some kind of motor to it. And if that bitch goes for a couple miles, you catch the current, and hopefully you end up.
You make it,
The
dude.
keys are my.
What a G, dude.
Dude, 1,000%. If you give me $300, I can build a boat.
No, you can't.
100%.
How much?
If you give me $300,
300.
I'll give you $300 right now,
I'll
dude.
give you
I'll
$300
fucking give you
too.
$300.
I can build a boat and make it to Cuba. 100%.
No, you cannot.
100%.
100%
Stream
guarantee
it.
you will.
Yo,
not.
Stream it. No, cocksuckers, you guys go on a yacht
I
or get one of
guarantee-
Gabe's fucking jets that he
Get
has.
closer to
You
the-
can go fucking stream me.
Yo, by the way, actually, yeah. Look, if there's anybody that's looking for jets, just DM me, or DM my little brother. He really handles it more
Yeah.
than me. I don't really do all that, but like as much as my brother. But yeah, if you're looking for some jets, you're looking to fly private. You're looking to even to fly first class or economy, whatever. We got it all. We do everything.
Oh yeah, there's 20 multi-millionaires in this chat. They're gonna book jets.
No, obviously. Yeah, I'm gonna tag you. I'll tag it in my bio later.
We
on
got
this
a
week.
donation from Lucia. She said $20 more from for luxury diapers for Scheme Junior. There you go.
Thank you. They
Yes,
paid
sir.
for that.
W's in the chat. W's in the chat for
But back to
that.
that, $300, and I swear to God, I'm building a boat that takes me to Cuba.
All right, so like, are you saying $300 and like you're gonna go to Home Depot?
Listen, I'm gonna
Or
go.
what-
I'm gonna
what are
go
you gonna
to.
do?
I'm gonna go to the junkyard. And I'm gonna get a motor.
Nice, I like that. I was
Right?
gonna ask where you're gonna need.
I get the motor super easy.
You have
right?
to get a motor.
Now wood is gonna fucking collapse. I'll go to the junkyard too, get some fucking metal and some tin, and just build a makeshift boat.
You're right.
And get Flex Seal.
And that's what I was thinking. Get Flex Seal and fucking glue it all.
Dude, Flex
Thank
Seal,
you
some
guys so
pins,
much,
and
man.
a fucking thing, and a little cover so I don't get sunroof.
You
I mean
just-
sunburn.
And you
Yeah.
just need a little. Okay, see, that's the thing. Cubans don't care about the sunburn. They just want to get to America. Nobody builds a roof on their lanchas. They don't fucking build a fucking roof.
They're just trying to get there.
Why don't you
man.
travel in fucking style?
I mean,
fucking
bro,
get there looking like
look,
calamari. I'm
look,
fucking Crips.
I'm gonna tell you that was my dad. My dad got lost at sea for like 2 days. He told me he was like he prayed.
Damn, dude.
And he was like, "Please God, like help me get to this country." Like I actually
Was he alone or was he traveling with
He
people?
was traveling with a couple other people.
Dang, dude.
And it was like, yeah.
Are those like family members or just some other people that were
No.
down to fucking dip?
My dad literally told my grandma, "Yo, I'm gonna go fishing." Hopped on a raft, came to Florida.
Holy shit.
Got lost for 2 days, and then he said he prayed, and you know his saints. My dad's San Lazaro and all that. These saints.
So where'd he get to? Like,
And they
did he
found
land
him in like
Miami?
the Keys. No, like,
Oh, in the Key. En Los Cayos.
En
En
Los
Los Cayos, people.
yeah,
En Los Cayos,
Los
people.
Cayos. Which is
Los
basically like
Marlins.
it's close, bro. It's 90. We're 90 miles away from the crib, so it's like, I mean, I guess Nick is kind of right.
Dude, 90 miles?
You just
bro, I'm
need-
fucking speeding.
All right, you're not speeding, but I'm not. I think there's like you have to like plan it because you have to leave off the right part of the island.
Okay, let me tell you
And then you have to
cocksucker.
catch the right current.
Okay,
So you have to make sure you catch the right current.
you go to the Keys, right? There's a telescope. I can fucking see a Cuban deli from fucking Key West. You can see it in Cuba.
It's close.
Right, so I'm going there. I'm just going straight.
And going straight.
I'm going straight with a motor.
All right, look.
That's all I'm doing.
But this is the thing, like most Cubans, like the motor is like a makeshift thing. So
Out of hangars. It's 2 hangars getting blown up by 2
Yeah,
kids
like
in the back.
someone's cranking it like this, like that bitch. All right, look, it goes for like you're gone for like maybe
shit.
10 miles, and you get out there, and then that shit stops, and then it's like, okay, are we gonna die? And you're like, nah, you kind of thug it out. That's what my dad said for like 2 days. You thug it out, and then the current kind of just, whoosh, and then you see land, and you're like, hopefully that's not Cuba. I'm gonna get off and step on it, and let's see what happens. That's literally what my dad did.
Damn.
And my uncle was here already, and my uncle was like, "We found whatever. I'll give my dad's name. We found Tony. We found him." Everybody was getting the call.
Montana.
Like that's what he's in my phone as. My dad is a very interesting person. I'll say that.
Bro, that's a fucking amazing story, bro. What a good origin
Yeah.
story, right?
I also
there,
have
dog.
like 1 million brothers and sisters now, so yeah, my dad is a very interesting man, and it's not with the same woman. So that's like most Cuban.
Sounds
guys.
like the Dos Equis man, bro.
I mean, bro, my dad is. I mean, he's just. He's an interesting person. Let's just say that at the most. But I love my mother. My mother raised me very
Yeah.
well.
So
and-
West Palm Beach, right? That's where you grew up,
so,
right?
Well, actually,
Or no?
So my mom had me in Palm Beach just because she was around her grandma. Well, her mom, my grandma. Sorry, and they had me in Palm Beach, and then we went as soon as like a little bit went by, like I think like a week or two. They went back down south. My mom. It's actually really crazy. Like a lot of people do not know this, but my mom was an interior designer straight out of college, and she worked with this guy named Wallace. Rest in peace to him. He was a great guy. And he bought her an apartment in Miami Beach, like right across from.
Holy shit.
Yeah, right on Biscayne, like right in front of the movie theater. My mom had an apartment there, and I always ask her, I'm like, "Do you regret selling it? Because that shit's like over $1 million now." I'm like, you know how expensive that apartment is? Like, I'm like, and I still see it. Like, I drive by and I'll be like, holy shit! Like, why do I remember it so much? I only lived there till I was 4, I believe. Yeah, 4, and then that's weird. My mom and dad had my little brother, and I like remember it so vividly. I've always had like a weird memory thing. Like, I don't forget things. No matter the amount of drugs or whatever the fuck I've done in my life, or alcohol or whatever that I've consumed, I still like have. Even my mom says it. My mom's like, "You have the craziest memory." Like, I'll bring things up to my mom, and my mom's like,
You got elephant memory, man.
I is that like a thing?
I don't know. I think elephants don't forget, right?
Elephants don't forget.
They don't forget shit,
I
dude.
I don't forget anything.
So
Bro.
you remember how that apartment looked, and then you
Bro,
guys moved to West Palm.
I can smell it. I can
Holy
see it. I
shit.
can vividly see everything. I know exactly how the apartment was. You walk in, boom, the kitchen was to the left. You walk a little bit more, boom, my playroom was to the right. You walked a little bit more.
Dude,
There-
these are
there
like
was a-
memories from when you were like 2
I
or
was
some
3
shit.
years old. 2 and 3 years old. Yes.
I can't even remember that, dude.
That's what I'm saying. And I'm 28. I have fucking amazing memory, bro. I never forget anything.
Dang.
That's why when I say things to people and then someone's like, "Are you sure that other person said that to you?" I'm like, "Bro, trust me. I have the best memory."
Okay.
And I'm like on my health grind right now and all this stuff and I'm like feeling really good and it's like even like I remember more shit even now. I can say that 100%.
Dang, dude. Do you remember the first time you ever like ate shit? Then
I ate shit.
is there a first
busted
time when
my
you like
ass?
busted your ass like on a like I remember?
I can tell you right now. I was probably 2 years old and I was on this scooter
Okay,
thing.
this fucking bullshit.
This is
You think about
insane,
shit when I
dude.
can do
I
this
swear to
every
God,
two
I'll
years.
call my mother on all my friends that have passed away. I literally don't forget it. I remember. Look, you go up the elevator, right? And the elevator was facing. We had the apartment that was all the way on the other side. So you'd get out of the elevator, you'd walk out, you hit a right, and then you hit another right, and then it was like an open terrace, and it had like greenery, like grass, no, not grass, but like plants and like trees inside the like that floor, and it was like an open thing. So our mom had like we were up on the top. I would always wear a Superman outfit. Always when I was 2. Always. My mom. I wish I had I'm gonna come back on the podcast and show y'all pictures, or I'm gonna post those pictures. I swear to God, my mom still has them. My mom one time caught me. I was climbing up the balcony. Like I put a chair and I went to get up on the chair. I was 2 years old. I climbed up on it, and it was like a little chair, obviously. But I was trying to like pull myself over the railing to fly because I thought I was Superman.
You're gonna kill yourself.
I was gonna die.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and my mom and dad freaked out about it forever, and they kind of like had to like explain to me like you can't fly, and I was like devastated. Like I still remember so vividly sleeping in the bed with my mom and my dad at that apartment, and one night I was like, I can't. I think. So I was 3 at this point because I remember my brother was born, and I remember I told I always loved to clean my ears or get my ears cleaned. So I was like, my mom would always do it, and I was like, I can do it. I'm 3. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know how I remember this, but I put them in my ear, right, and I cleaned them, and I just ran to the bed, and I jumped. And I like jumped on the side.
Oh fuck! Was
and
the Q-tip still in
Q-tip
there?
was still in my
Oh
ear.
god! What
And
the
I
fuck
remember
happened, dude?
screaming and crying and just being young as fuck. I was 3. I was crying my eyes out. And I told that to my mom the other day while she was helping me take care of my son. And my mom was like it hit her. She was like, "Wait, how do you remember that?"
What else do you remember, son?
I'm not gonna lie. I remember a lot. of
What
things.
else do you remember?
I have a lot of trauma that I live
Holy
with because
shit,
of my
dude.
memory.
Yeah,
I
dude.
wish I was one of those people that was like traumatized as a kid and has like I live with trauma. Most people do, and I feel like people should be
Damn.
more open about it. But yeah, I remember everything, and I feel like it's a gift and kind of like a curse. I really wish I could forget more things. I wish I could. There's certain parts of my life where I'm like, I wish I could just forget that. Like, in a way where it's like, sometimes it's like for sad things, and then other times it's for things that just like I feel like I didn't need. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? In my life to happen to me, and I'm just like, yeah, I just wish I could forget those things. Like I used to fight with my cousins a lot.
Damn.
I was a bad kid growing up. I was like not a bad kid, but I was just like I was rough around the edges, I guess you could say. Like I was like really tough, and like I always wanted to be tough and fight, and like I would start fights. And,
Because
Came
inside
up-
you're a little bit zesty.
you know me, Nick. I mean, Nick knows
Yo, pass
me
the
best.
M&Ms, dude. Pass the M&Ms.
Yeah,
bro.
let me smack some of those.
Yo, what do you remember, Nick? Is there like, do you have like a memory as good as Gabe's over here?
I mean, yeah, but I'm not gonna sit here and fucking lie about a penthouse I had when I was 2 years fucking
It
old.
wasn't a penthouse.
Do you remember anything when you were 2?
No, he doesn't.
No, dude, what the fuck?
How the fuck do you know?
I will call my mother.
Yeah, but your
My
mom's
mo-
gonna agree with you. You're a fucking son.
Then I'll call my father, who literally is a piece of shit, Cuban fucking cheater. I don't give a fuck.
Shout out Zach in the chat with a donation. He said, "Oh, Fat Nick, it's your boy Fat Zach." Shout out Fat Zach.
Shut up, Fat Zach.
Oh my god, I haven't had. I'm putting this all out. Give me some of this.
It's pretty good.
No, I've been on a really serious diet lately.
You look good, man.
I haven't had chocolate in a
Here you go,
long
Nick.
time.
Here you go, Nick.
Can you guys give me something to spit into?
You're lying.
Oh shit, do we have a cup?
No
for,
matter what diet you
for
have,
Dib?
fucking M&M's taste great.
I can taste like.
I agree.
I can taste like the chemicals in that. You know that?
No way.
I'm gonna tell you something. So. Sorry, guys, you had to see that. You honestly should have taken the camera off me while I did that. But fuck it. But fuck it. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. So, I'm gonna be honest with you. So I had a doctor come to my house about, I want to say like a week or two ago. Mm-hmm. And he was like, "You have bronchitis," and I was like, and he wanted to give me like a bunch of medicine and like prescribe me shit. That medicine is still at the CVS. I have not picked it up. I've done nothing but exercise and sweat and get all the mucus out of you because I was like just doing research. So I stopped eating. I'm dead ass serious for
You did a fast.
full fast, only water
That's good for you, bro.
for
It,
like 5 days. And I kid you not,
it kills out a lot of the
on
shit cells.
I think I'm on day 8. Or, I don't even fucking know what day I'm on. I gotta look at my phone.
Day 8 of
Check.
what?
Of like this kind of like fast. I've started to slowly eat again, but you gotta like kind of ease into it. Cause I tried to go to Nobu like a couple days ago and eat how I regularly eat, and bro, I woke up the next day, my mouth tasted nothing but salt, and I was like, what the fuck is this? And it was because I ate a bunch of salt, and it's like my body had no salt in it. From going from nothing for like 5 days or almost a week, it went from that to having a lot of salt in it, and like those
These are fucking delicious,
look
dude.
like this monster.
It's delicious. That Monster's fantastic. You notice?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Shout out Monster Energy.
This is actually a way, like I would rather. I'm honestly like kind of shouldn't be drinking this. It's 8:44, and I'm a father. I don't want to be up too long.
Can you tell us about that, dude? How's that been, man? Like, you made it, we got the fucking luxury diapers
thank
for you,
you,
the
guys.
wipes. Like,
Thank you.
how's that, man? Being dad. Love being dad.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all something.
Welcome to the club, dude.
Nah, yeah, it's something that like, you know, I think it's also what it really inspired me to like be on this whole healthy kind of thing, I guess now, and like just learn more about myself and like I guess like I've been doing a lot of like breathing exercises and like looking up stuff and just like I know this might sound weird, but like my life path number and all that weird.
Oh,
path-
here we fucking
I know.
go.
Path.
I
What's that
know.
even about, dude?
It's something that so I mean we all remember because we remember how X was, and well Ja, you know, but X for the fans. He was very like in the end for sure. He was a lot more spiritual and like very like more calm. I remember Nick being at your house and like him calling me all the time and being like, I want to bring everyone back together. This is right before he passed away.
Dude, he was calling me too. Yeah, man. He was calling everybody, dude.
He literally
Yes.
called everybody in Florida.
Yeah, dude.
All the people that clip shit, don't forget that because that's something that I think nobody has talked about. Like right before he passed away, he wanted nothing but to bring everybody in Florida together.
Yeah.
I think that I'm like, it kind of fucks with me a little talking about it because it's still like a little sensitive for me. I know it's been a long time, but
Yeah.
I love him. I still love him and think about him every day. But like you remember like bro, he was calling all of us. Like he was calling everybody, like Denzel. He was even like talking to me about him and Stokely, you know, like coming back together and everybody doing all this shit and like Florida being like a powerhouse and like honestly, I'll tell you something. I've never been much of a follower in my life, like to like follow behind somebody. I always try to like be someone that people can look up to and like follow, I guess. You know what I'm trying to say? Like I don't give a fuck about what other people do. In a sense, I do learn from other people, and I learn mainly from their mistakes. But I'm like not so much of a follower. I'm more of like, I don't know. It's kind of like, I'm not trying to say like, oh, like the whole main character syndrome, because like some people do have that in real life. I don't have that, but I do sometimes think like I'm trying to lead by example. I know I have to be a good example for people. I've learned that like later on in life, obviously too. But even when I was younger, I was always like a rebel, and I like didn't give a fuck. I always wanted to just do things my own way. And Ja was the only person who I genuinely could say that I was like, if he said something, I was like, yeah, for sure, I'm with you,
Dude,
Like
insane.
he could talk.
Insane.
He was such a yapper.
I remember the first time
He was
meeting
such
him.
a talker. Like he would talk your ear off, and you'd be like, I'm gonna fucking blow my brains out hearing him talk. But if you sat there for long enough and you really listened to him,
He knew where he was going.
he knew where he was going, and
Yep.
also he knew what he wanted, and it was like everything for him was like divine intervention or divine whatever, and like I give him a lot of credit for what has inspired me a lot lately. Is just like I've just been reading a lot of like the 12. This is weird, but like the 12 laws of what's it called, of the
the
universe.
Hermetic the principles,
The 12
the Kabbalion,
the 12 yeah, so the
Yeah.
12 laws
Yeah.
of the universe, and
polarity.
Yeah.
What is it?
feminine and
Yeah,
masculine.
yeah. It's the yeah.
It's like you should just know
As above, so below.
exactly. There's things that are like what you put out, you get back. You know, like
Yeah.
karma and all that stuff. Yeah, I just been like studying a lot of that stuff, and that's kind of been like a good piece for me, like peace in the sense of like calmingness. So sometimes I just like, it's just like things that he talked about that like, you know, I would go back to now, and I'm like, you know what, let me just actually listen a little more. And then I'm like, oh wow, you know what, like he's right, like certain frequencies do affect people's bodies differently, and they make you like feel a certain way. Like you can play ambient noises and they'll calm you down, and you'll sleep and you'll feel good, right? And
Yeah.
I do that. I like listening to like white noise and like ambient, like those
Before going to sleep or something.
right before I go to
Yeah.
bed. Like
I do that for the baby right now.
bro. Me too. Same.
And that's got that on,
And I love
for
it.
the baby right now,
I love
dude.
it. It's like, and it's like,
Yep.
I'm like, I'm out, boy. Like when I hear that shit, and I'm like, and I can see it does calm my son. Like he'll be freaking out, whatever, and then I'll be like, okay, put it up a little bit more, and then it'll hit him, and he'll be like,
Yeah.
I just see him yawning. He's so cute. I
So what were the other so he was talking about frequencies. How about that for music too? I'm sure that he was probably thinking about
That's
the
all-
type of frequencies he
Yeah,
wanted to
yeah.
make and
That-
stuff.
that's
like
what he
where
was-
he wanted to have things
100%.
sit, right?
he was so anal about that stuff, and I know. I feel like when I was around him and we were working on stuff, he was studying, but I feel like he wasn't fully understanding that like his voice and the music that he made was, those frequencies were already happening. You know what I mean? I don't think he was like aware. It's
So
tough-
much,
it's tough
dude.
talking about.
No,
this.
yeah, it's so much that you
it's,
could dissect here,
exactly,
dude. But
yeah.
then then you know, so how did that influence you in a way to start making music? And then you did the family tape and started making stuff. Did you take a lot of what you learned there as well? Like
100%, yeah, bro.
yeah.
I
How
like,
did that happen, dude? How did you start saying, you know what, I'm gonna fucking make an album, dude. I'm a DJ, but I'm gonna make a goddamn album, dude.
bro?
Like, what
that
made
was
you?
like, so I really want to say, and it sucks because, you know, I feel like I lost two people in my life that shaped me and taught me a lot, I could say.
Mhm.
And I feel like instead of like with Ja, when he passed away, Nick was there for me a lot. I was actually staying at the house. Shout out to Nick. I love him a lot for that. I
Yeah.
still remember the day he passed away. Denzel Curry and Ronnie J came to pick me up at my boy's crib all the way in Palm Beach. They drove like an hour and a half. 'Cause I like couldn't do anything. I was like sick to my stomach. Whatever. It's long, you know. I'm not gonna get into it.
Yeah, yeah, dude.
I don't need to because I'm gonna start.
No,
crying
dude,
or
just
whatever.
fucking yeah. You're good, man. You're good, bro.
And it's just like, yeah. So they just brought me to Nick's house, and I was like, this is where I feel safe right now. Nick made me feel safe.
Yeah.
These guys are my brothers, and I know.
Hey, let's go.
No, I love you guys
Love
a
you
lot.
too, bro.
Like I could genuinely say this right now. You have inspired me so much. Nick has inspired me. Without you guys being in my life, I would not have. I don't think I would have ever put out an album. I feel like every one of you played a piece in it, even if you weren't on the album or worked on it or whatever. I want you guys to know this now, that you guys were a very important piece of me putting my album together, because originally I wanted Nick and Puya and everybody on it. That was my goal.
Yeah.
But it obviously things, you know, people were busy. Everyone, that's kind of how it is with albums and stuff, and you got to make deadlines and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, bro, we'll make music. We have, we're still.
Yeah, a lot of time on this.
We have time.
Yeah.
Everyone's here. I'm not worried about no one leaving anytime soon, because I see we've all grown up and we've all
Man,
like lived all these experiences together. I can say that for sure. We've literally lived
yeah,
through
man.
some of the
Tour,
craziest shit. Yeah, it's like
fucking everything, dude.
yeah, bro. So yeah, I just want to take this time to say thank you.
You're the man, bro.
And I love
Thank
guys
you,
a
bro.
lot.
Thank you for fucking being here.
The thing is, I get 10% royalties.
You really listen.
So I'll
you
talk
really,
to Tarek later.
You
We'll figure
should
it out.
talk to Tarek. Yeah, you should talk to Tarek, because Nick, listen. I didn't have shit. I had nothing. I was pissed broke. Nick knows that because he had to feed me and he had to give me whatever like he could to help me. I slept in his bed. I don't care.
Roommates, baby.
Yeah, it was fucking awesome. Like that is what molded me. Like I was like, this is what feels like home right now. Like my friends. Like I love my family. I think family is the most important thing. That's why I named it family. But I feel like I named it family because the album is a bunch of people just put together, and I feel like that's what kind of like my life is. It's just like the journey and all the people I've met and all the different things I've done, and like I kind of just like all my feelings and everything, I just kind of put it together, and I was like, that's my album. And then I got to a point, I'm not gonna lie, I rushed it at the end. Just
How did you rush it?
like they kind of told me, they were like, yo, the Juice record, like it's cleared, but we can't drop it till January. And I was so fixed on that December date, like it being around Juice's birthday and all that stuff. I like wanted to make it special, and I couldn't because just like the label and things like that. There's other records I wanted to have on it too that had him on it, and it just didn't work out that way, which is like, you know, whatever, who cares. But I'm super grateful that I was able to release Buck 50, which is the record that we like. You know, I really just put that record on my album. I have a bunch of other records that I did with Juice, and a bunch of records that I didn't even know that I did with Juice, because before I left on tour with Stokely, I had just been touring with him. He was like, "Yo, you're leaving?" And I was like, "Yeah, I gotta go on tour like in like a week," and he was like, like why? And I was like, I still remember that, and I wish I could go back. And I love Stokely to death, but I feel like Juice, I don't know if he needed me or what. I don't know. Maybe that's just me like playing in my head and wishing that I could do that. That's what it is.
Yeah, probably.
It's me. Yeah, it literally is that. It's me just thinking like maybe I could have done something. You know, I still kind of like. It's something that, like, if you live through it, you understand it. It's something that I kind of, like, I sat with Joey Badass, we spoke about it. It's just, like, called survivor's guilt. And it's just, like, when you lose somebody that you love, and you know you were around them a lot, when you lose them, you, like, get survivor's guilt. And it's, like, you have those thoughts of, like, it should have been me. It could have been me. It would have been better if it was me and he was still here. And I went through that a lot, and it was tough for me to deal with for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 28 now. It's been a couple years since I've lost everybody, so I've been able to like feel the earth and understand myself and be like, okay, it was meant to be this way. You know, like you gotta live your life like that. You can't like dwell on the past. You can't. You just have to learn from it, and that's what I took from that, and that's also what motivated my album. Like it was like, you know, I lost Jaw. I met Juice, a year and a half later, or no, I met Juice. I already knew Juice, and then we got really really close for like a year and a half. I lived with him.
What was one of your favorite memories there? Like living with him?
Just living in the house, just being in the house, and him being like, you're like, here was the master bedroom, right? And then he was like, Gabe, this is your room. And I was like, I felt so special that he gave me the room that was right next to his. I don't know why he loved me so much.
You're a great guy, dude. That's why. You know, it's gotta be a reason, right?
Thank
Maybe
you.
Right, Nicky Gordo?
Maybe because you don't shit in the middle of the tour bus.
Yeah, you're not shitting
That's
and
probably
pissing
fucking why.
in the middle of a bunk, dude.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I just like he made me feel so special, and he genuinely was like I even so like there's a record that we did called Way Too Many, and it was supposed to be like the intro to his next album that he wanted to put out, and he said that, like, I was like, when I hit play on my folder of beats, that started playing, and I was like, turn it off. Next one, go to the next one. And he was like, no, are you stupid? I love this beat. And I was like, well, let's see what he does. And then he did what he did on it, and I was like, holy shit. I was like, I felt like I was shit. I felt shit. Like, I felt like I was not good.
Dude,
And
we
he
all
made
have
me-
that, right?
He
Yeah.
made me feel good. Like, he was like, and I'll tell you what, I maybe was shit at that point. Like, I probably was. And he was just so good that it made it good. But then at the same time, I look back and I'm like, if he was good, I was probably good.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And I feel like he made me understand that.
Yeah.
He
You felt like you had imposter's syndrome in the beginning, huh?
I swear to God.
Yeah, that's something I
was just like,
deal
I'm
with.
not, I was like, I'm not good enough. And I don't ever want to hear you say that, because I'm like, I'm sitting next to one of my favorite producers right now. I hope you guys know that.
Yeah.
Mikey has produced a lot of records. For those of you who do not fucking know, I don't know why you wouldn't know, but Mikey's the best. And
Dude, I mean, but it's something that happens, right? Like imposter syndrome is real, right?
It-
You're
it
like,
is
damn,
very
dude, I
real.
fucking like, I'll make a beat and I'll play it, and then I'll be like, I don't think anybody should listen to this. This
Right?
one sucks.
I-
And someone's like, yo, wait a second,
Wait,
this is
I-
fucking good. Wait,
there's no better feeling than
Yeah.
that. You know that? It kind of like it makes you feel like you're like, okay, maybe I'm not so bad.
yeah,
Right? And then like the song comes to life, and maybe it doesn't come out. Maybe it just lives in a space between us or whatever, and I'm still happy with that. Like, I can still be like I love, like, if I were to play something to Nick that
Yeah.
I didn't feel comfortable with, and he was like, no, I love that, and did something to it, I would be happy.
to me, it still exists,
I-
even though it's not technically like out there for the world. It still
100%.
exists.
I mean, bro, look.
How many
look up-
songs? How many demos do you think you have that haven't released that you still like enjoy? You know, I feel like I
Ooh,
have.
my phone just died, boy. But I'll tell you,
I feel like I have like at
was
least 80 or
I was
something.
just about to scroll through
Yeah.
and just show the camera all my fucking records that I have.
How about
Just
you,
hidden on
Nick?
my phone.
Demos?
How many songs do you think you made that have never been released that you have that you probably listen to from time to time? They're like, I don't know if I should release it or not.
I remember like 50.
50, right?
That's a good number. I like
Dude,
that.
it's isn't
about
it?
50?
Isn't that something?
I would say I'm close. I'm around there too. Yeah, same. Like, I have a bunch of records that me and Stokely have done, me and Danny have done, Stokely and Danny and me have done, like how we
Yeah.
usually try to do our little thing, and I would still say, even though whatever happened, that dynamic will always be there, and the love will always be there. I will always love Ski. I always love Danny, no matter where life brings us or takes us to. Like, right now, I'm sitting here at this podcast with you guys.
Boom.
Stokely has a show tonight, and Danny's shooting a music video with some big ass Spanish artist. And I'm like,
Dang, that's awesome, bro.
you know, I'm realizing, all those times of us three being together was beautiful, and I loved it, and I enjoyed it, and I I'll do them all over again if they ever call me and they need me. But I feel like my family needs me a little bit more right now. So I've just been home and just been like thinking
Yeah.
a lot and like planning on my next album.
So yeah, tell me about that. Are you thinking about making something else now?
Oh, no,
So you said you got a bunch of songs
I
there.
have a lot of records, yeah.
Okay.
So I got like, I got records with Lil Shimmy. Me and Lil Tyler were talking about doing a project together. 1300 Saint, which is signed to YSL. Him and Thug. I want to get Thug on this album because I literally was at the studio not too long ago and I fucking ran into Thug and I'm like, Thug, what's up? And he was like, what's up, Scheme? And I'm like, man, it's been so long. He said, yeah, how long it's been? And I was like, too long. And I'm just looking at him and he's still one of those artists that make me feel like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
it's
Like,
like shit. Hold on.
in my head, I'm like, it's one of my favorite artists, like of all time. And I'm just like, it's cool how we just bumped into the studio. And then he was like, oh, what room is Future in? And I was like, oh, well, I'm in the A room, so if he's got to be in the other room. Which I thought was so sick because I was like, I'm in the A room and Thug is like going into the other smaller room.
Holy shit.
So I'm like, damn, I feel cool, I'm like, because he used to invite me to sessions and it was like super dope. Obviously he always had the biggest room and it was like, he does what he does in those rooms. And like, there would always be a nice little on the front of the studio and like a little pamphlet and it said, if your phone comes out, we are breaking that shit. Like, basically, like...
Oh, damn,
do
that was
not
one of the rules
record
there?
in
Hell
this-
yeah.
Do not record a single thing that goes on in here. And I love that. And I think that's a beautiful thing. Unless I'm recording. I'm allowed to record. If it's my session, I can do whatever the fuck I want. But I respect other people's space and their... whatever they got going on. So, if that's your rules, I'll follow them. If not, I'll ask. But, yeah, it was... He showed us some great times. He showed us some amazing music, and I also got to see his genius. Like, it's beautiful. It's like the way he creates art is like he creates an environment around you, and like you feel it. And I know that he feels it because he's creating it. And then he starts to rap, and there will be.
What do you mean by environment? I'm curious to know what you mean by that. Like, he creates an environment around you. Like, is he setting the mood? Does he have like a fucking movie playing in the background? Is it like people doing certain shit in the room?
Okay,
you know what I mean?
Boom. That's what it mainly is, right? It'll be like, I mean, I can say this because he's said it before, but like sometimes, like in Future does it all the time. I've heard. I've never gotten the pleasure to work with Future, but I've heard that they love to have stripper parties in the studio, and it's like while you're working. So like there's just a lot of ass shaking and like it's like insane, kind of like it feels like you're
in the strip club.
It feels
while
like
you're
you're
recording.
in the club while you're recording, and I understand the logic behind it because it's like what kind of music are you making? We're making music that's gonna be played in the clubs all the time, and I want bitches shaking their ass to my music, right? That's like his concept, and it's like, okay, so how do you create that? Oh, you make the environment. You tell bitches to pull up.
Yeah.
You tell them to shake their ass.
Hell yeah.
You throw
Okay.
money. And you throw money. And he would like walk in there with like fucking $100,000 in cash in ones. It was
Damn.
so much
Is that
money.
part of the budget? Is that part of the recording budget?
That's what I felt like. I'm like, yo, is he pulling this up? Because I have my own label, right? Scheme Records. That's how I release all my music with Empire. Shout out to Empire.
Shout out Empire.
Yeah, absolutely. And I hit them up and I'm like, yo, give me money. Like, say, like, give me money to do whatever, like, whatever the fuck I want. Shout out to Empire. I love them. And I'm like, that's a good question. I'm like, do you think Thug gets the label up? And it's like, yeah, I'm getting like $50,000 in cash tonight. And we finishing the album. I need 50,000 in ones, and like I'm about to blow that shit and throw it in the air, and the bitches are gonna pick it up after. Excuse me for saying bitches.
No, I get it, man.
Women,
I get it.
But like it's like when I say bitch, I don't mean like in a derogatory. That's like the right word, right? Derogatory way. I don't mean it like that. I mean it like as like you're a girl who's about to shake your ass for some money, and you're gonna pick it up and you're gonna leave and then enjoy yourself or do whatever the fuck you want, and I respect that.
You can say what the fuck you want. I don't give a shit.
But no one cares here, bro.
This
No
what
one
I
gives a
say.
fuck here.
If you can say this is real shit. if you can say fat, and I
Okay.
can't get offended,
Yeah.
I can say whatever I want.
Honestly, you were saying F, and I thought you were gonna go FAG.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, you about to drop the F on here?
Well, let's see. Let's see what he wants to say right now. Let's move into
Listen,
this.
my godfather's gay.
Absolutely.
I'm a quarter bisexual.
That makes you. That does make you a quarter bisexual.
I'm a quarter bisexual. My godfather's gay. I can say fag and gay because I'm quarter bi.
Yeah, I mean,
And if you don't agree, then you're just a fascist and a bigot. And that's where I stand my ground.
I can actually vouch
You know
for that.
what?
And you know what? I'm prude. So don't ask me if I ever kissed a guy because I can't tell you and stop interfering in my business.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Here we go. You know what? I think this calls for a Cupid Nick segment. Let's get into it, guys. Let's move into this thing.
Cupid Nick, the coolest Cupid around. It's Cupid Nick, the coolest Cupid around. It's Cupid Nick, the coolest Cupid around.
Did you?
Your boy.
Your boy?
I'll tell you in a second. I'll tell you in a second how I did it after the stream.
That's so sick.
Yo, so we're here at the Cupid Nick segment. Obviously, we got a special guest here, Scheme, who's gonna kind of give us his insight. But every week, Scheme, we ask Nick a question from one of our listeners and viewers, and they ask Nick for relationship advice. So here we go. Let's try to get his 2 cents on it. I'll ask you for your 2 cents as well.
I love that.
So here we go. It says, me and my girl have been locked in for 6 months now, but it feels like we've been together for a year. I met her randomly at Walmart, and ever since it just clicked. Lately, I've been thinking she might really be the one, but just last week, she hit me with something I didn't expect. She told me, this is actually perfect.
Oof,
She
I
told
got
me she
chills.
used to be a stripper up until this past May. At first, I was thrown off, not because of what she did, but because I didn't know. She told me she left that life behind, and now she's fully committed to being a housewife and building with me. And honestly, that level of honesty hit different. So now I'm sitting here asking myself, do I judge her off the past, or do I respect the fact that she trusted me with the truth and is showing me loyalty now?
Nick, do you want to go first? You gonna
Listen,
go first.
there's
I wanna hear
variable.
that.
There's variable.
I need to hear that. I need to hear that. I need to hear your
variables,
opinion.
right? Cool. You can't judge someone off their past. You get me? Because I can't go with a girl and judge them. But career-wise, it's different because you're a stripper, so you know what stripping comes with, right? Check me out. Let me cook. I don't give a shit who gets
Nah,
mad
you
at me.
about to cook.
Get the microphone close while you cook.
There you
dude.
Check
go.
us out. I'm a rapper. I'm an artist. So my value of money and my value of an everyday life has changed because I don't understand it anymore. I know this money and I know this lifestyle. Once you become a fucking stripper and you're a hooker, because 99% of strippers sell pussy,
99.
there is a price
There's 1%.
that aren't selling.
that aren't
Yeah.
selling, and they do not. And I've witnessed it, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? No, man. So, oh my god, what did I just say?
But the other night-
anyways, what the fuck did I just say?
That's a joke, dude. It's a funny joke.
But
dude.
the other 99 are selling. So you already live this lifestyle. So all you know
Is that
is trick, and trick. You get me? So it's like, listen, you go
But
to
she
a
left
pound.
that. She left that behind.
Oh, you
though.
never
The guy
fucking
said-
leave that style
the
fucking
guy said-
behind.
what I want to ask though is, can I just ask how old he is?
I didn't see his age.
Okay, so look, if you are under the age of 27, I would say, and so is she. You know, if you guys are around the same age, I'm like, she did trust you with something that's like obviously, maybe she wasn't so proud of.
She wasn't proud of it, but she was shaking ass for $2 bill at booby trap.
I mean, look, you say that, but it's like, I've seen girls and I've met girls that I've known outside of the strip club, and they're like the most prude person ever, and like they do not sell pussy, and they just make money off of shaking some ass at the club, and like I can say like I have some respect for that, because it's like, I know it's not easy out here, and like, I'm not gonna lie, bro, if I was a pretty ass girl and things got tough,
You'd go to
I'm
that.
shaking ass.
No, if I'm listen, if I was a hot bitch,
I might be selling pussy, to be real, because I like to fuck. I'm just being real. So if I was a girl, I feel like I'd be a horny little slut. I'm just being-
That's crazy.
I'm sorry for saying that, but I'm just like, look, I might sell pussy, might not. But at the end of the day, I feel like, look, you guys are 6 months in, and she said something like that to you. That's a great thing, and it's cool that she told you. I would say
No, it's
just-
not cool.
No, no.
Probably pictures are about to come out.
No.
To the fucking booby-thon, right? Her drop picture about to fucking drop. This is the thing. When you become a stripper, right? And I
Yeah.
won't say 100% because like, whatever,
You can't
90%,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
When you're a stripper, your values already fucking decreased. Like
Nah,
you know
yeah,
what you
for
want. You want money. You want your things paid for. You want this. You want this.
Everything paid, yeah.
And a man now just looks at you as a paycheck. And let me be honest with you. If you're a high-valued man, and he might get pissed at me how I'm about to talk. If you're a high-valued man, and you protect, you provide, you do this, you do this, you do this, you do that, do you want that everyone's seen, right? Or do you want someone who's wholesome? Because that can never become wholesome. Because you already put yourself there.
Can I say something?
Just know
as someone,
that girl has seen her.
As someone who has been with someone who you would think is wholesome. Let me just explain something to you, right? And then you find out the reality. Let me tell you something, bro. Most wholesome women are actually the biggest whores ever. You know that? You would not expect it, right? So I give this person, this viewer, some sort of leeway, I guess, just to say, bro, I think she trusted you with something, and if you feel something, go for it. It's like the only thing that you can do is learn from it, and if you fall on your face and you lose some money, it's like money comes and goes, bro. I've seen millions of dollars. Sorry for actually spitting. That was not supposed to happen, but I pissed and shit out millions. I don't give a fuck.
There you go.
I don't
Listen,
care.
that girl has got her asshole fondled for $1.25 by that guy in the wife beater behind the computer.
You know, she might have and she might not have. So you gotta respect the honesty, right? And if you feel something, just feel it. That's what I've learned in life. Is like if you feel something, allow yourself to feel it all the way, and
Don't put a lid on it just yet.
don't put a lid on it just yet. Don't close it and fucking seal it, obviously, and be like, yeah, I'm locked in forever.
Put a
whatever.
1 in that thing.
But yeah, just put a 1 in that thing. Just put a little piece of yourself. Like, listen, put a piece of yourself into this relationship. Yeah, and be real, be yourself, and just like see where it takes you. If she genuinely is done with that life and all that thing is behind her and all that stuff, sure. But
Yeah, and then you realize she's at a future private release party shaking ass for 20 shooters.
ooh, that's the truth too. Yeah,
Damn.
I've definitely I've definitely met.
Okay, so how would you feel? Pretend you're single, you don't have a kid, right?
Yeah.
Different world. You meet a girl, she's super pretty. You love her, she's nice. She
6 months in. 6 months
6 months
in.
in, and then you
guys move in
you
together?
produce for Young Thug, and Young Thug's like, "Yo, Gabe, like I want to invite you over a single release party. This is my next platinum thing." And it's him, 20 goons, all shooter, drinking lean, popping perks. There's Galaxy gas everywhere, crazy
Yeah, all
party.
types of shit, yeah.
And then they come and they're like, random name. Oh, Megan, what are you doing with Scheme?
No way, Megan.
What are you doing?
I
Your
can't
face
lie.
is turning red and you're walking out.
Nah, I'll tell her, get the fuck out of here. I can't lie. I'll be like, bitch, you gotta get the fuck out of my life right now. And you're right about that. I'll tell that bitch, get the fuck out of here. I'll tell her, on God, listen, this is just me. I'm being real.
You got a boom boom.
You can fuck. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. Because this is coming from a man like myself who is not a person. I'll just be real, bro. I've had sex with a good number of partners. Like I have put up.
Good number of partners.
I have digits. I'm in the high digit club.
You're Michael Jordan numbers.
Yeah, for sure. I'm putting up numbers.
You got a triple-double
Nick knows,
in the
bro. I
field?
mean, look, I'm a cute guy. You know, I would say at most I'm like pretty decently looking, and women love me, and I have a way with my words that women just like me a lot, and I've tested this.
What do you
theory.
say? What do you say? What's your go-to line?
You know, I ask them more. I ask them about themselves more. That I talk about. I try to like get more out of them than I talk about. I don't talk about myself. Like I want to know about them. And like any girl, when a guy comes up to them and is like, I want to know about you, rather than when you're like, oh yeah, my dick is so fucking long, it's so fat. I have $1 million. I have
Dude,
a
who
fucking
starts
fast
off?
car.
Who starts off with that,
Nah,
dude?
but do you get what I'm saying? Like, that's the extreme. But it's like, you know, some people do. They're like, oh yeah, look at all my flashy shit, whatever. I promise you, the 20 25-year-old, even 26, even the 28-year-old Gabe, who is in a committed relationship, will take your bitch just off of words itself. Be careful with your bitch, bro.
Damn.
Be careful with
He's
your
got,
bitch.
He's got ways of
Be
pulling.
careful with your bitch, bro.
I'm curious. Let's ask Nick. What's your go-to line? What do you say?
Well, listen,
To the lady.
I'm in a faithful relationship.
I know you're in a
me too.
faithful relationship.
I'm in a relationship.
We're all
I'm
in
in a-
faithful
yeah, we're all in
relationships right
relationships.
now. Yes.
Yeah.
But what was your go-to line back in the day?
What did I tell my girlfriend when I met her?
Yeah. How did you seal the deal there? Like, how did you open that up? How did you open up the conversation? You just hit it with a yo.
No, I think
Is that what you did? Hey.
I think we're just like.
Hey, I think your kid.
No, I think it was literally like, hey, can I take you on a date?
That was the opening
I'm
up.
pretty sure it was super straightforward.
Was it in person or via DM?
That's fucking via
Yeah,
DM.
yeah.
Hold up a second.
I know him via DM.
Do you got
I'm a real
in-person
lifer.
game?
I'm a real lifer.
Do you have in-person
I'm a
game?
real lifer. I'm a real lifer. I do this shit for real. Listen.
You don't pull up your Instagram in real life though,
Listen,
or
bro,
are you
listen.
going off the strength of the
Alright, look,
moment?
I'm gonna tell you something right now. I don't care. I'm gonna bring up this story. So, I guess you could. I'm in a committed relationship, but I could talk about this because my girl, she knows. Obviously, I've lived a long life. I've done a lot of things. I've been on tour. I've been on a lot of planes.
Fuck dudes.
No, not yet. No, I'm just kidding. I've never fucked a man before. But what I will say though is that, like, bro, I've been on a plane, and I don't even, who knows where this woman went. But I was about 20. Let's just say I don't give a fuck. I was in the last relationship that I was in, and I completely cheated on my last girlfriend. Don't give a fuck. Suck my dick. Anyways.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
Hey,
she
man,
was-
a class. You owned up to it.
I owned up to it. I don't care. She was shit in the end. I can say that. So, I will say that there was a girl. She sat next to me on the plane. I was just chilling. Had none of my jewelry on. I was not flexing. I was not wearing $100,000 in jewelry. I don't wear it on planes like that. I had it away in my bag, and she sat down next to me. I had a nice haircut and I smelled good. And she sat down next to me, and the first thing she did was look at me like that. And I said, "Oh, whoa, what are you looking at me like that for?" In my head, I said that, obviously. And then I just looked at her, and I'm like...
First time flying Spirit?
Like, no, I was in first class. I was right at the front of the plane. I'm about to get into some cool
No,
shit.
that's what I thought your line was.
Ready? This is the best part. So we both fly in first class. and I'm
Okay.
like, what kind of... What? She was like, what do you do? And I was like, oh, I'm an artist. I like a DJ. I make beats and shit, whatever. Blah, blah. And she was like, oh, that's cool. Like, I love DJs. Like, I love going to EDM festivals. And I was like, shorty, I ain't no EDM DJ. Sorry. I don't know if that's what you thought, but I ain't no EDM DJ. So I was like, damn, I was in my head, I was like, fuck, maybe she won't like me if I'm like just saying I'm a hip hop DJ, because hip hop DJs don't get enough respect, but we definitely are out here. And shout out to the DJs for all the hip hop people, because we are just as important, if not more important, than these EDM DJs, because all your songs are, oh my god, cocaine.
Oh, dude, listen. I don't mean to interrupt your
offense,
story,
no
but
offense.
I want to tell you guys something. I love Getter, right?
I love him too.
Yeah,
But
he's
the thing,
great.
and we talked about it. When you see these EDM DJs and they go like this, that does nothing.
Nothing.
No,
It's a
like
pussy-
that's
I'll
it's a
tell you this
placebo.
right now, as a hip hop DJ, boy, I hit that fader. It don't do nothing but just fade the music. And
It does nothing.
Fade one way or the other, and you hit slow pause. It's so easy. Like, bro, I learned how to DJ by Don Crez. If you don't know who that is, he used to be their DJ. And, yeah, and
In the
like
middle
he,
of the fucking...
and bro, he like
Stage.
jerk off a beer slobber.
yeah. So like I would shout out. You know what? I don't care. Shout out to Crez. One second, I didn't even finish the story. So I ended up just gaming her up, and she topped me up on the plane.
On the plane?
On the plane, and the people
No
that were
way.
in first class.
Where? In the bathroom?
No, right in my seat.
How? You were in first class.
There's no
JetBlue
way.
Mint. JetBlue
Hold-
Mint.
hold up a
JetBlue Mint. I
second.
swear to God on my fucking life, I'll die right now if I'm lying. And she topped.
But
me.
were there pods?
How the fuck did you get... So you're saying you got your shit sucked
8.
in first class
8.
in your seat?
100.
Were you in a pod?
We were both in those like little things that like.
Oh, so
you
the
could-
pod you laid
Was there a
down. You had
privacy?
more
See,
leverage.
and you know how they kind of no, not at all, bro. I got caught 100%.
Huh?
She was under the blanket and
Oh.
she was necking me up. At first she
Under the
started
blanket?
Yeah, at first she like spit on her hand and like jerked me off, and I was like, "Oh fuck, this is awesome." And then she just swallow my.
And how do you get caught?
I made eye contact with the woman who was serving us.
The flight attendant.
Yeah, because the girl was drinking wine, and she's like, "What? You're not gonna drink?" And I was like, "I'll drink for sure, whatever." I got like an old fashioned. I don't know anything about drinks. I'm not a drinker. I just know that my dad is like, "Oh, if you're a man, you drink old fashioned. That's what you ask for, or whatever." So I asked for that, and they gave me that, whatever the fuck that is. I don't even know what comes in that. And I drank two drinks that they give you on JetBlue, and I was lit. And I guess she loves her wine, and she was on like her third glass of a little wine, and I'm like,
Do you think she was on the older side, maybe for being that crazy?
No, because she was definitely my age. We ended up
okay.
talking for a little bit after that, and then she was like, "Yeah, I want you to like fuck me and all my friends." And I was like, I was younger, you know, so I was like, "Damn, I'm so down for that." She's actually hit me up one night, really random. Like I said, I was younger, so she hit me up really random, and she was like, "Yo, do you have any friends? Like, send me a picture of them. Me and my homegirls are here, and we just want to get fucked." And I was like,
So it's not like they had AIDS.
"Nah,
It does sound
They
like
had something.
because I got tested right after. I swear to God, I
Not
went-
you. I'm talking about the friend.
Oh no, their friends are probably destroyed. But you know what? That's something that's in the EDM scene. I feel like those girls are like freaks. Like they like to eat cum.
You're shitting everywhere.
Yeah, and they do it for
You're
fun.
fucking everywhere.
They do it for fun. They do.
Jesus, man. Well, now we know that flying JetBlue you can sometimes get your your thing sucked on JetBlue, dude. There
Yeah,
you go.
100% can. And not even
Yeah.
that. I also like, I guess I can say
You
this.
jerked off on the plane.
No, I guess I can say, not at all. I guess I can say this, but there was an older woman, and she sat next to me, right, on a plane, and we conversated the whole plane. I was young as fuck. I was like maybe 20. I want to say I was like around the same age. This all happened like, I think maybe in the same 2-year span or whatever. And I was just on a flight, and she sat next to me, and she was like talking to me about her kids and her husband and everything. And then she was like, at the end of the flight, was like, "Oh my God, you're so handsome. You should give me your number, whatever." And I was like, "Okay, cool, whatever." And then she ate my dick in a hotel room, like right before a
Jesus.
show. It was insane. I was like, "Yeah, I have a show to play," and she was like, "I don't care. Come to my hotel." And I was like, "Okay."
Come meet me at the
she was-
Wyndham.
Yo, she was staying at some fire-ass hotel.
And she was married
in
with
the
kids.
middle of yeah, she was married with kids.
Married kids first class?
Yes.
And that's why you can't trust a woman because the man probably works his ass off.
Here it goes
Bought her
again.
the first class ticket, and then this scumbag with a cat scratch in his eyebrow fucks her.
Let's move on to the next segment. Drip or no drip. Let's do it for the chat.
Can't
Let's
trust these
get
bitches,
there.
man. Should be.
Yo, step the scene, what's this fit? Crocs with jeans, that's an outfit skip. Chain swinging, camo dripping clean, or pajama pants from aisle 13. Drip or no drip?
Drip or no drip.
I
Let's.
like this. The music y'all got is so good.
Thank you, dude. So here's what we're gonna do. You guys are gonna look at these fits up here and let us know if it's if there's drip or no drip. You know.
Do I look
So the
right
first
here?
one's just look at the screen. It's a elevator guy. What's that about?
Can you make the screen look goddamn bigger?
Yo, hold on.
What's that
I was
about,
just saying
boys?
something. That was such a good video. I already have my answer.
What's bro?
Yo, it's
what?
like an Andrew
bro?
Tate with like hair.
Okay, so drip or no drip, guys.
I couldn't goddamn see.
Hold on, no, I saw it perfectly. I know exactly.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Woo.
Damn, look at that, bro.
I'm saying drip.
I need to know the
drip.
ethnicity because
Yeah, me too. That's what.
if he's Cuban or Puerto Rico,
I was just about to say that.
out.
I'm like, bro, if he's some exactly like if he's like Cuban, Puerto Rican, or even if he's Dominican, even honestly, he might be bisexual. I'm not gonna lie, which is not a problem at all. I think that's great.
Okay, now let's see the coffee chick. Let's see option 2.
if he's Eastern European and has an accent, he's drippy.
Yeah, for sure. Exact, you hit that on the head. by the way.
CC.
He is so drippy.
Okay, we're gonna move on right now. Dave's trying to figure out how to play this thing. It's all good. Oh shit! Do your thing, Dave.
Yeah.
Do your
he's-
thing, Dave.
Sorry, guys.
Go crazy, Dave.
Oh, it won't go over the other. No, don't worry about it.
Let's see. Let's see what's going on. What are you cooking up over there, Dave?
I see him. Trust me. I know how to use this shit. You gotta
Here,
slide
I'm
it.
gonna add another one real quick.
That's how you do it.
I'm just gonna just add another one.
Yeah. It's the
Go ahead.
coffee chick, dude.
Drip or no drip. We're going for number 2.
Number 2. There you
What
go.
a snapper. That's how you do. That's how you
Hold up,
Said,
chat.
oh, hi, nice to meet you tonight. Maybe we could go dance, get up off our feet. She said, this life ain't forever. So here together.
Holy shit. What do you think, dude?
Dude, I've seen her videos before. She looks
Said, oh, hi, nice to meet you tonight. Maybe we could go dance, get up off our feet. She said, this life ain't forever. So here together.
You don't
And
like
dude, like I said from day one, I don't like dykes. I don't like dykes at all. Lesbians are cool. Studs piss me off.
Yo, I watched this
You
video.
never walk in somewhere and you see a stud and you're like, dude, I want to beat the shit out of you. Like, you want to prove you're manly.
Daniel
You know what I mean?
Sebastian
just
says
watched-
it looks like Nick in a purple suit.
Yo, I can't lie. I just watched this video on Instagram of this guy being like,
Pingo, y hay gente aquí que están diciendo que tú llegaste ayer de Cuba.
Mentira, yo no era de Cuba, yo vine en 79 por España, aquí en los 21
Highly
y tengo 63 años. Y llegué aquí, y tengo 44 años aquí en este país.
En este país.
44 años.
¿Y cuántas veces has ido a Cuba, Pingo?
Una vez nada más te moriste mi papá.
yeah,
I like that.
yeah,
That's culture right
I
there,
liked him
baby.
a lot. Honestly, that was cool. That was some drip. right
Okay,
there.
that's Drip. Everyone's saying Drip in the chat for that guy. Let's go.
Hey, Unc, I know you had 18 and shit, man, but my uncle said he really fucked with your hairstyle, man.
What's that?
My uncle said he really fucked with your hairstyle. I got him on the phone. Why you get your shit like that, man?
OG Ronaldo.
That's a Ronaldo for sure.
Is that right? The OG Ronaldo cut?
You know, I really can't
And you know what's
speak
crazy?
on the
I
guy's
don't know
fit.
if he's black or Dominican.
I swear, I was gonna say the same thing. I was like, I don't know if what he is, but he's for sure black.
All right, now let's see the
And
last
he looks like a
option.
snitch. I'll chill with him, 100%.
Option 5, and we'll just know who the drippiest is now.
Yeah, that motherfucker had no drip though. But
Oh
yeah.
shit! What's the Michael Craxton? What is
Oh my
this?
He
dude?
looks like a new
love
underground
that.
rapper.
Yeah, literally like every new underground
Yeah.
rapper. This is what everybody looks like right now.
So what are we thinking? What are we thinking?
That was no drip because the motherfucker just found that clothing and put it on.
Yeah, everyone
But
says no
I,
drip in the
I
chat.
like the attempt though, because I like those kind of shirts, like the random shirts with
the
like,
SpongeBob shits.
Yeah.
So who won? The fucking Cuban guy?
The Cuban guy's nice.
Mary's
The,
Point
the
Laundry?
first guy, right?
That first guy's good, and
and the Cuban,
and the
yeah,
Cuban guy.
and the Cuban. I don't know
There
if
we
he was
go.
Cuban though. I don't know what he
100%.
was. You think so?
Dude, I'm telling you, I can take you to Hialeah, and you'll see 20 people that look like that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, you right for sure. I can say that about my own people.
All right, we're
They look
moving.
like that.
We're moving through this thing. Now we're gonna get to the pull that up, Dave segment. Where
Oh, no, would you sign it?
we were doing. Would you sign him?
Yeah.
Oh fuck! Let's do it. Let's do it. What the fuck are we doing?
Hey, we watch a vid, it made us sick. I can't believe you think we paid for this. Whaled up, that artist is sick. Come sign this 3660, bitch.
It's fucking Christ on that thing, dude. No, that's sick, dude. Shout out
look
Jesus,
good. Yeah,
man.
you look
Shout
good.
out Jesus, bro.
Shout out to Jesus for real.
Hell yeah, bro.
Be one with God or something.
Yes, sir.
Honestly, just
Yes,
believe
sir.
in something above you. Do not ever feel like you are the highest thing. Don't think of you.
So I hate this kid. I
know exactly
I'm
who
fucking
this
this
is.
kid. I want to punch him in the mouth.
Let's listen to that. Let's hear this thing.
Yeah, let me hear that again real quick because I think I
Yeah.
heard this song.
Hold up the chat. I'm gonna read the chat while you pull that up, Dave. Gigi the Snowman says, "Would you sign me?" I don't know, dude. You gotta listen to your music.
Yeah,
You know.
send me a DM.
Valerie says, "I want more Fat Nick."
Take me $100.
Everyone loves him. Everyone loves me.
What's going on? While you
And I
figure
know
that
exactly.
out.
It's a kid with the fucking long hair
Yeah.
who talks about God. Dude, I don't like this kid. I'll punch him dead in the mouth. He's 6 years old, but I'll deck him.
I know Nick will deck it. Right?
Oh shit, that's the kid.
I never really had a
Wait, he's white with dreads.
I can feel your presence now. Feels like heaven's all around. Open your heart and you keep it alive. I know you'll never swap.
I think he's that bad, dude. I think it's kind of
I think there's something there. The
I
hair is
never
not
feel
there.
love like this. It's crazy that you really love me, Jesus.
Put him on the new Kids Bob.
It's crazy that
album.
you really love me, Jesus.
I liked it. You didn't like it?
Guy sucks and Jesus don't love him.
Jesus loves everybody, dude.
No, I came to a conclusion the other day. I came to a fucking conclusion, and I'm gonna stand by this shit.
God doesn't love everybody.
God doesn't love everybody because there's some fucking whores that go to church, and we live in Miami, and there's whores that go to church. Oh, God bless me, this, and sucking dick every day. God doesn't love you. I'm sorry, God doesn't fuck with you. No,
right,
I don't believe in that shit, bro.
Nick is 100% right. I stand by his.
You really think God can love everybody? It's like a
Fly as an eagle, fresh.
Look, listen to this new Will Smith shit.
Fuck Will Smith too. He's a fucking cuck. Cause I'm fired up right now. Listen, check this out, bro.
This also goes with what Nick was just
If I was, I'm not a father, so I don't know. But if I was a fucking father and I had 5 kids and one is a piece of fucking shit, one day I'm done. You get me?
How would you be done? What do you mean by you're gonna be
Like
done?
how bad is he a piece of shit? Like I'm done. Like you're cut out until you can prove to me that you're not a piece of shit anymore.
He calls you a bitch. Your kid just calls you a bitch. He's like, shut the fuck up, Dad.
But words don't hurt me. He has to do something crazy.
like he ends up
What do you
like he's
mean?
like in jail a lot.
Like dude, yeah,
like he's fucking up in school.
he's drunk driving every week. He's doing this. He's
If my
fucking
son
shit
is
up.
drunk driving, I'm beating the fuck out of him. You know
thing-
that?
So what are you doing? How are you gonna cut the kid off?
It's like a baboon in the wild. It's dominance. You gotta kick him out the tribe, and when he gets better, you
You
bring him
do.
back in.
You're
That's
right.
what
You're just
God
gonna
does.
kick out your kid out
God
of the
kicks you
home.
out, doesn't do shit for you, and once you prove yourself, he brings
yourself.
you back in.
That's very
the
true.
truth.
God damn
That
it,
is the
Nick.
truth.
Here he comes
Nah, he
again,
did- he
dude.
did- yo,
It's the biblical shit, dude.
I'm actually like blowed right now because I love how I'm actually like my head just exploded when Nick said that because like the whole time I was like really trying to be there for him and justify what he was saying about like Jesus doesn't love everybody, and I'm like wait, no, he hit it on the head. You just said it. That's where it all clicks.
Dude, he does
It's
this
like
a lot. He does
it's like
this a
it's like
lot.
if you don't love God or yourself, God, I mean, he might love you, but he might just.
He's not gonna show you it.
No, he's gonna do what Nick said. He's gonna kick you out the tribe, and if you show him that you love him, God will love you back.
Dude, think about it.
You're right.
What is in your Bible? What do they say? You're an animal. Like you're an animal, right? So you got to go back to those times. Sometimes it's not a visual representation, but it's a metaphoric representation of it being an animal. So you get those animal instincts.
Yeah, I feel like we all have animal instincts. Like I just said, like when I was younger,
Like your homie shitting in the bag. That's animal instinct.
That's like fight or flight. Like I'm on tour
Oh
with my
my
boys
God.
and I can't afford a shit in the toilet. That's pretty much what it was. I feel like he couldn't afford the shit
Yeah.
in the toilet because it's like a $500 fee and then they'll clean it or whatever. But like it's
Rapping sucks dick.
yeah, I can't lie. That was like the worst video I think I've ever seen of him, and I'm actually I love Will Smith.
I think he's a great actor.
I love Will Smith. I love him so
I think
much.
his old shit's good too.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, he's got no business doing this shit right now.
Please
Just fucking
stay away from music. I feel like everyone should know, and like just as like put like respectfully. I feel like if you step away from music for too long, you will lose touch, and that is the definition of like losing touch with like what's happening right now in music. Like ain't nobody want to see that bullshit. What the fuck was I just watching? A big ass head of him rapping and him holding his own head. I've never seen that. It was very creative, but I don't want to see that shit, and it
after-
made
who
me
he
not
punched?
want to hear it.
He slapped,
He slapped
Chris Rock.
dog shit.
Yeah,
out.
after you slapped him, bro, like, dude, fuck off.
Dude, actually, he did very
slapped over
good.
his bitch.
He did very good in that one
You
movie,
can't,
King
you
Richard.
can't snap over your bitch if your bitch fucked a 20-year-old. You can't.
I mean, look.
Could you do it?
the-
All right, I have a question now. Put you on the spot.
Hold on, let me say
You
this.
you with your girl, whatever. You go to a nominee producer. A few months, and no, it never happened because your girlfriend's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
But knock on wood, theoretically speaking, she fucked a 22-year-old and you're 40. Are you with her? Are you with her anymore?
Okay, hold on. I'm 40. How many kids do we have, and what's the whole
Oh,
situation?
you have 2 kids. You're multimillionaire. You're super successful. You're doing everything.
Hey, vete pa la pinga. You know what that
Hey,
means?
dude.
That means basically go fuck yourself. I would definitely leave that bitch for sure. Yeah, I would leave
Yeah,
that
so
bitch for
you
sure.
didn't snap over your bitch. You just proved to the world that you're. Dude, I fuck with him. I Am Legend. All these movies are great.
Great movies.
And I think he's stuck in the Matrix.
The new movie with where he's like Serena Williams' dad and Venus Williams' dad. I forgot. Is that King Richard?
Crushed that.
Great movie,
He
dude.
crushed that.
Great movie.
He killed
Yeah.
that shit forwards, backwards.
Fucking
everywhere.
loved it, dude.
I can't lie. Listen, I can't say I don't hate my father, right? I just have an interesting relationship with him. So I guess I could say I do love him in my own way, right? And I love all people in different ways because sometimes you have to, and that's just reality. But I love my dad, and I guess because like he basically made me love movies, and I can't like I have this vivid memory of just watching The Pursuit of Happiness with my dad, and
Good movie. Good movie.
him crying next to me, and I was watching my dad, who was like at that time still with my mother, and we still were a loving family and all that. We were all together still. So I was like, I'm watching like the man that I like kind of perceived as like this like unstoppable superhero kind of guy. That's how I felt about my dad. Like was the best person on the planet. He could do no wrong. That's how I felt. And he like played that movie and we watched it together, and I cried too. And I was young as shit, and I understood the whole concept of it. And like my dad was like, I just vividly remember him sitting there with me and watching it, and me kind of looking at him cry. And then him look at me, like I could see him looking at me while we were watching the movie. And
My name is she, her. Sometimes it's they.
No, don't worry at all. Don't worry, don't trip. Nah, but yeah, that's just one of those memories that I have.
And then Will Smith comes and fucks shit up with his new raps.
He
Dude,
just
fucks up your memory with your dad,
he
dude.
did.
Enjoying the fucking movie. He's fucking dropping 2 new songs every week.
No, wait. Will Smith is dropping music every 2 weeks.
I know. I don't know. I saw this other song that he dropped.
I
Called
saw something on
like,
Lyrical Lemonade.
I like pretty girls.
I
Or
saw
something
that. That was
terrible.
shit.
His ass too. What's this third option, Dave? Let's see. Third option.
Yeah, I hate this one.
First kid was fire. Will Smith.
My name is she, her. Sometimes it's they, them. Please don't call me he. Please don't call me him. Just cause my voice is deep doesn't mean nothing.
Just cause his voice is high.
Who is this guy? Who the fuck is that guy, bro?
LGBTQ. Nick, you want to hit this one?
Dude, I'll be honest.
Who
Dude, I don't
the
hear-
fuck are they?
This is like Nick's lane.
Listen, my godfather's gay. I got mad gay friends. You get what I mean? I don't give a shit. I got trans friends. I don't give a shit.
Same.
But when I hear music, I don't give a shit. I don't want to hear a dude sucking another dude's dick. It's not appealing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's not cool.
It's not. It doesn't hit.
Like I want to hear some shit I can vibe in my car with, like universal music. You know what I mean? Like if I'm with my girlfriend and I put this shit talking about him being pronoun
Do
this.
not him. Call me him. Yeah.
Nah, my girlfriend doesn't take this shit off. You know what I mean? And I have a theory, right?
What's the theory?
You know how like they say like the majority of people don't bark because no one gives a fuck. The majority of people that don't give a shit are just like pit bulls. We're just quiet, but we don't give a shit. But then people like this, and I have no problem with them. But they're like chihuahuas, and they don't shut the fuck up, and they throw it down your goddamn throat every goddamn day. It's like, listen, if you suck dick, I don't care. I genuinely don't give a fuck. But stop telling me about it.
Yeah.
Like I'm not telling you, dude.
So you
I
wouldn't sign it?
just ate some cooch the other day. I don't give a fuck. You get me?
Yeah. Like I'm. Yeah. As much pussies I've gotten in my life, I'm not like one to like gloat about it and like nonstop talk about it. I feel like when you do that, I feel like the people that do that, you ain't really put up numbers on the board. You know what I mean? It's like if you really put up numbers on the board, like you
don't have enough time to rap about that shit and talk about it and
yeah.
come up with the song.
And listen, I done my research because that pops up on my Explorer page.
Do you get that's your algorithm's feeding you that?
I've never seen that.
Why is your algorithm feeding you that? That means you like that shit.
It feeds me a lot of shit.
That means you like that shit.
I have group chats where I share it. Because
I'll
of
tell you
shit.
what,
But if she's Native American, because she is, if she's Native and doesn't pay taxes, why can't I be Native and not pay taxes?
You brought up this point last week. You're stuck on this
because your
one.
people were not fucking murdered and killed, and your land was not.
Yeah, they
stolen.
were. My land in Peru was taken.
Okay, well then you can go to Peru and say I deserve to not have to pay taxes there. And you know what Peru's gonna tell you? Suck my dick. You were American. You were born in America.
But I'm saying that's a dude who wants to be a chick. Cool, I agree. Sure.
Wait, are they native though? For real?
That person is
native?
fucking native.
Native?
Yeah, but she's native, trans.
Native trans.
So
that's actually really wild.
Holy shit,
she's a
very
girl.
marginalized.
So now
That
she's a
kinda
girl.
hurts my head.
Why can't I be a native?
Last week you said your name would be what?
Peking with moose.
No, I think you said sleeping moose.
Sleeping moose.
Sleeping moose.
What would Gabe's native name be? Give him one.
Yeah, give me one, Nick.
Chuckling squirrel.
Chuckling squirrel.
I mean, it's a good name. I mean, I like squirrels. I think everybody likes squirrels. Like, I think everyone's dream is like a squirrel to come up to their hand and like eat food out of their hand. So like, yeah, like I feel like it's like
great, dude. It's very humble. It sounds very humble.
It's very humbling, yeah, literally.
Pull that up, Dave time. Let's do it, bro. We got some shit to react.
Pull that up. Dave, don't mess this up or else. Pull that up, Dave, or you won't make it past 12. Don't mess this up or else.
Wow, here we go, baby. It's pull that up, Dave time. We got a lot to talk about.
What's inside the white monster? It starts with carbonated water, then citric acid,
Take a look at
then
what you're drinking,
erythritol,
bro.
which is essentially a 0-calorie sweetener made by fermenting corn or wheat starch, then taurine, which is an amino acid, sodium citrate, which is a preservative and acidity regulator, natural and artificial flavors, Panax ginseng flavor, which comes from the ginseng root, L-carnitine L-tartrate, which is a compound made from amino acids, caffeine, sucralose, which is essentially Splenda, sorbic acid, which is a synthetic preservative that prevents mold and yeast growth in drinks, benzoic acid, which is another preservative, niacinamide, which is a form of vitamin B3, decalcium pantothenate, which is a form of vitamin B5,
How does that make you guys feel?
Everything kind of sounded healthy to me. Am I tripping or like that? That sounded like the most healthiest health.
I don't know, dude. I heard that.
I gotta fix my mouth sometimes.
I heard that. Shout out Monster. Shout out Monster Energy
That sounded
drink.
good.
It did. It did. It's fine. I'll still drink it. You'll still drink it?
Dude, I still eat McNuggets. I don't give a fuck. I
Stay eating
don't give a
McNuggets.
shit. I eat anything. Dude, I'm gonna die one day.
Yeah.
Listen, you know what's crazy? You can bring this up because I know my facts. Last week, a 39-year-old died, and you want to hear something crazy? She was vegan, only ate fruits, only ate
Only
vegetables.
ate fruits. I
and guess
saw
what? She
that.
died of being malnourished because that fucking vegan
She fucking
bullshit
killed
doesn't
herself
fucking
eating a
work.
grapefruit every day.
Wait, actually?
Yeah, she died. 39 years old, health freak.
Yeah,
Well,
she just
well,
had
that's the thing is like
fruits.
I feel like you have to understand that like
You never feed your drain
body
grease.
needs protein.
You never feed your drain grease sometimes.
Your drain,
Yeah, you never feed the drain grease.
like put grease in your drain.
Yeah, like you never feed it grease and give it a little good time. That's your body. Give me a good time sometimes. Though.
Yeah, I can't lie. I'll
Hell
still
yeah,
smack
give me a caramel banana.
spicy McChicken. I'll smack the fuck out.
Dude, let me. I've put pints of lean and soda in this liver. You think I can survive a McChicken
I'll
or a
tell you-
snack wrap?
For sure.
My body's been through a fucking Iraq war 10 times.
Yeah, I definitely can say that for sure. Same with me. Yeah, Nick, I feel that 100%. That's why I like,
Number 2.
yeah.
Let's see option number. Oh yeah, let's see number 2. So let's take a look at this. Now the government is saying, hey, if you want to help us pay off some debt, feel free to send us a Venmo. It sounds like somebody in Trump's admin's getting young and hip. They got a Venmo account now, taking money in to help pay the government's debt. Nick, are you gonna help pay down the government's debt via Venmo?
No, they already take too much of my money.
Yeah, I was just about to say, fuck you. Suck my dick. Why the fuck would I send those pieces of shit, man?
Well, you got the Venmo account set up in case you want
This
to.
is my
You know,
pro- this
somebody
is my
that
issue,
wants to
right?
send that to help the government.
We all live in Miami. How long have they been building this stupid fucking new highway?
The fucking freedom.
No,
thing?
stop. How long have they been building that
arches?
dumbass stupid shit? And I'm like, it makes me so fucking angry.
They closed down
I paid
Biscayne, right?
So much taxes. My house went up a fucking $1,300 from when I first bought it, like my mortgage. And I'm like, bitch, what
the property
For
taxes.
the property taxes.
Yeah.
They went up like $1,300. And I'm like,
Did you file for homestead exemption?
I'm going to now.
There you go.
I'm going to now. That's what
do
I,
that,
I
man.
yeah, that's
I only help you out so much. We were talking about this earlier, though.
yeah. No,
You know what taxes are like? Taxes is just a greater. It's a greater scale of HOA. They're all scams. HOA is a scam.
HOA
Taxes is a bigger scam.
I mean, I'll tell you what. Look, I don't pay taxes. You know why? Because I like spend all my money on my business. That's what I do. Like when I get money, I put it into my business.
Hey, let me tell you, don't say
Everything-
that because the IRS is watching me like a
no.
hawk and they're gonna come at you next.
No,
I'm on the IRS.
No, look,
Stop
look.
on your head.
No.
I told him that too.
I
I told him that too.
I spend all.
I told him all that.
All my money. I don't have a dollar to my name right now. I don't have money. I don't have money. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, I told him that too.
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Look, I don't know what to tell you. Listen.
Oh my
I'll tell you
God.
what though. Now I'm bullshitting. I went to buy my house. Didn't pay my taxes the year from before, and I put like.
You got to pay a shitload more in
look,
taxes
look,
to even everything out so you can get the loan.
Listen. So,
IRS is at the door.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, dude! I thought
That actually,
I thought
like, my
somebody
heart
was
kinda
here,
dropped.
dude.
Not yet, but no. I will say, when I bought my house, I had $150,000 in escrow, and I got my house, obviously, whatever. And then last second, they're like, someone called the IRS, hit me up and said, you are not getting this house until you pay $50,000. And I said, what? Why? And they were like, because you owe it. And I was like, what? And I didn't understand taxes or anything. I was never explained any of that shit. So, yeah, it is very important to know about money and know how to spend it, know how to use it, know how to, use the system and like use it to your advantage, but also understand that you still have to pay some taxes and pay taxes.
Unless you're Hunter Biden and you don't gotta pay shit and you can fuck up.
Yeah, Hunter
smoke
Biden
crack.
doesn't gotta pay shit. He can smoke crack and talk about how amazing that is, and fucking smoke our tax dollars. Let's check out. Let's check out the third thing for pulling
I'll
up.
just
Dave.
sleep.
Look at Mama's boy over here.
You're okay with the sausage and the bacon?
breckie.
How many waffles are you gonna want?
Look at
Four?
that.
Sorry,
Okay.
I can't lie. I'm on
Okay, go ahead and get syrup. Get your fork. How about some donut?
Jesus Christ.
Some bear claw?
No.
How about apple fritter?
Dude, that's tough, man.
You know,
mom
I know
needs to
that
go to
kid.
getting
jail.
fed
I
like
know that
that.
kid's
The
depressed.
mom.
The mom needs to go to jail.
Yeah, I know the kid's depressed inside and probably not happy. So even though it is the son's fault for being a fat bitch, it's the mom for being an enabler.
No, it's the
Dude,
mom's fault.
If I had to put my bottom, I'm a psychiatrist too. If I had to put my bottom dollar, if I watched those clips before, I think the mom wants to fuck him.
What?
I think the mom wants to fuck him.
What the fuck are you talking
what,
about,
Nick?
dude?
You know what, Nick? I kind of like.
You guys are in this weird shit. Like you're too nice, bro. It's pissing me off.
I actually
you,
don't.
not everyone's a saint, bro.
Nick,
The
I
mom
just
wants to
sleep.
fuck him.
Yeah, no, the mom is really weird. Yeah,
Yeah.
there was like a weird vibe there where she was like, look, you obviously your son is like extremely overweight and like I would say that's like close to dying fat, right? Excuse me.
No, he's dead.
He's one
like,
Pop-Tart from passing out.
Wait,
Yeah.
is he still alive? Can we Google that? Who the fuck is this guy, dude?
No, he's alive.
Oh
He's
my
alive?
god, wait, I actually feel really
I
bad.
figure-
No, I didn't say he's dead. Like,
Okay, you
like
know-
he's on the verge of death right
Oh,
now.
no,
Like
yeah,
he's fucking
death-
rolling the dice every day. Another
every day
fucking
he's-
sausage that motherfucker eats
Bro,
is like
his
a
mom
step closer
said,
to
"Get
his
your-"
grave.
His mother said, "Get your syrup and forks." Like he had 4 forks. Like, bro, what do you need? Listen, I don't know a single fucking meal where you cannot like eat with the same fork the same food. So like you gotta be a fat, nasty, fucking greasy monster like that person was. Because I couldn't even tell if that was a man or a woman. You know that? I only knew it was a man because you said it was Mama's boy.
That's crazy. Nick, why did you say that though?
She's being too nice. I can tell we would. Oh, baby, you don't have a date? All right, let me suck your dick.
Touched him. She's
What the
touched him.
fuck? What are you
She was the
talking
first
about?
person to ever make him come.
Yeah.
Right?
She'll probably jerk him off.
She
Oh,
has.
I'm so sorry,
Sorry.
baby.
No, oh, you've never
I'm telling
gotten-
you.
Yeah, she is like that. Like, you've never gotten pussy, don't worry. Let me just jerk you off.
I think she's just feeding him.
Nah,
she's
bro.
just
No,
enabling
You
him.
ever seen those Hispanic moms that are so
Hold up.
I love my son so much they can't be around any other girl? You never seen that before?
100%, yeah.
Those exist, bro. And
They do, they are. That's real people.
She'll fuck them.
All right, let's
She
see the
will
next
fuck
thing
him.
we got to react to. This is crazy. I don't know.
Stop it!
What is this? Hold up. Let's bring this up. Let's make this bad boy big right here.
No!
Oh shit! Look at this engagement going down.
Is it 2 dykes?
Yeah, getting. Oh, that's.
I wish
the
everybody
Beetlejuice
well. I'm not
bridges,
calling
right?
for violence, but I see this kind of thing, and I want.
Yeah, some.
Dude, love is lavish. They love
Two
each
big
other.
girls.
Dude, I don't give a shit, but I don't like fat bitches.
That shit is- Yeah, I can't lie. I'm like, you know, it
Hills
was
in
two
the
hot
states
ass
of
girls,
Arkansas.
I would record it. No.
I don't care if you're lesbo. I don't care, but dude, I don't like fat people in general. Sometimes they piss me off.
Honestly, I love that about you, Nick, because he used to be so fat, and like I would sleep on Nick because he was so fat, and like whenever we toured or just sometimes just like as friends, you know, I feel like you're not a real homie if you can't like lay on your boy and sleep on him, right?
Agree.
Yeah, like straight up. I feel like you're not a real man if you don't know how to be around another man and not be like, I guess like super gay. I guess, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
you busted
like
gay
bro,
jokes
I can
with
be
your
like,
homies.
I can be like, yeah, I can be like say funny
You can
gay
skip the
thing.
next one, Dave.
I can
and then
say-
we just go up to the A.
Killed in the
AI.
states of
You know what I mean?
Arkansas,
Skip that one,
dozens
skip that
of
one,
people
Dave.
have
Skip
been
it.
working hard, building houses and a new type of community.
Don't worry about it, dude. Let's go to the AI one, dude.
Oh god, that's dark.
So this is last one we gotta react to. Is AI gonna be?
God,
the
guys,
end
this
of
is
us?
what I was talking about. AI is actually going to be the end of us. Don't forget to follow me and check this out.
AI is learning to escape human control. That's the very scary headline I saw in the Wall Street Journal. It's an essay written by a very worried AI consultant named Judd Rosenblatt, who cites 2 recent studies to argue that AI is, in fact, learning to escape human control.
Very
First,
true.
this is crazy stuff. Researchers gave OpenAI's O3 model a simple script that would shut off the model when triggered. In 79 of 100 trials, the AI model independently, just on its own, edited the script so the shutdown command would not work. Nate, it gets
Is that
worse.
real? I just got chills.
Even when ordered, allow yourself to shut down, the AI still disobeyed 7% of the time. And it gets even more frightening than that. Other researchers, listen to this, using Anthropic's AI model Claude 4 Opus, told the model it would be replaced by another AI system. It then fed fictitious emails into the system suggesting one of the engineers was having an affair. Got it?
What? That's bullshit.
These AIs are
That's
nuts,
bullshit.
dude.
I feel like that's bullshit. That last part was maybe bullshit.
No, dude, that's just gonna be be real, dude.
I have this thing with AI, right? I definitely believe it that maybe we could lose control, but I feel like maybe we do need to lose control to like. I don't know. Maybe it will like fix a lot of the issues that we have.
Everything needs to crash and burn before it succeeds. Like every great empire has to crash and burn.
Yeah.
Who?
I said, all right, Thanos.
Everything needs to crash and burn.
What the fuck are you doing on there?
No, I
DoorDashing?
love that what you just said about Thanos because I like kind of agree with him. Like I'm like half the people on the earth suck. Like it's true that like more than half the people in the world suck, right? And it's like.
Hey, throw me a cookie for this chat.
Is that bad?
Shit,
like,
let me
that,
get one too, dude. Let me get a cookie too.
I would, one of those. I actually
let's get
saw
3
what kind of
cookies here.
cookies they were, and I'm gonna hit.
Sugar
I think
cookies?
70% of the
Yeah, right.
population are retards. I think 60% of the population suck.
Yeah.
Yo, grab that, pass it around.
That's why I said that. More than half definitely suck.
Okay, nice. Doing a little double take.
Did you go
Let's get
chocolate
deep.
and sugar?
I got half chocolate, full sugar.
I'll grab chocolate and sugar. Let's see
I
what
just
that's
want
about. Here you
one
go.
sugar.
One sugar. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay,
Hey,
let's see how
break
this,
that fast, dude.
Let's see how
With
this
the cookie now.
Let's see how it tastes. 'cause,
Here you
like,
go.
fuck up.
Grab it,
I'm
grab it,
telling
grab
you,
it.
like I ate
Grab
the
it, grab it,
M&Ms,
grab it,
and I
grab
just
it. Oh,
tasted
shit.
like.
Here you go, dude.
Ooh, it was like I could taste everything that they put in it when I'm like now that I've been fasting and not eating.
AI cannot enjoy this though. You see? AI can't enjoy it.
Ooh, that shit hit like a
beautiful
motherfucker,
cookie.
boy. But
You
you know
get this
what?
everything because you're fucking Cuban and malnourished. And you know in Cuba, when they can't have cheese for pizza, they put condoms. It's a real fact.
I don't know if that's true, but
Dad, you heard that story before.
I heard
about
it.
the towels that for Bitem Panisao, they would fry actual thin towels because it gave a steak breaded texture. And people were dying because they couldn't see.
Yo, I'm sorry for laughing, bro. Those are my people, bro. Fuck. Those are my people. That's our people, bro.
How do you feel about AI taking over the world
Oh,
in a
it
few
can happen
years?
100%.
Yeah. Are you ready for it?
I am.
Are you ready for it to take over everything?
You can't shoot them
Music.
because they're robots.
Are you ready to feel?
They'll never take over music because they show no emotion in music, and in music
Yeah.
is some sort of substance,
Mm-hmm.
personality.
I agree. I feel like AI music sucks right now still, but it's actually getting better. You know, it's kind of scary because like I hear or I see a lot of producers nowadays. Like, bro, there's so many AI little programs that like you can to help you make beats and shit. So like where you can like rip anything with AI, like run it through it, and it'll like give you what you need. Like you just want to get the vocals out of something, you run them through AI,
Yeah.
and it will rip the beat completely off the stem. And I'm like, how do you? How
Yeah.
is this happening?
AI.
And it makes it clear, like the vocals are clear and alone, and like I'm like,
But you
you're
guys don't think we're gonna get to a point where
I think it would stop it.
I think we're already there, man. I think AI is just pumping music out. It can pump up 5 songs in a second right now, make me feel inferior as shit right now.
I think maybe faster than that, probably.
Well, I'm just saying, running it through my shitty model right now when I just prompt it.
Yeah, you're right. No,
I think about graphic designers right now. Like, I can literally make anything I want as long as I can prompt it in the right way in a fucking second, and I'll have a few options right now.
That's very true. That's very true.
Videos too right now. Like, you know, in fucking a few years from now, you'll be able to prompt the whole movie.
I can't lie.
And get that shit done in a minute.
No, that's very true, because I just watched this thing and it was like, the caption was like, "We're fucked." And you know that video of like Lil Yachty when he like walks out on stage and he's like bouncing or whatever? It's like his whole like super viral thing. Shout out to Yachty, by the way. I love him. He's a great guy. But it was like, bro, it removed him from the video. So he wasn't in the video. And then it put him in space. Then it put 5 at everything.
It's pogo time. It's fucking pogo time. Shout out Yates. Everybody go check his fucking music out. It's amazing.
What's pogo?
All right. Wait. We're gonna have to restart the timer. We don't need that cooking right now. What's going
pass
on?
me a bag of chips, please.
Okay. Gabe doesn't know what pogo is. There's people in the chat that want it to be pogo time. We gave it to you, Valerie. It's pogo time. For those of you who are new here, and for
like
Gabe,
thinking about it. Pogo.
Pogo.
You know
What is it? It's a game that we made up on tour. Nick, explain how the game works and what the rules are. Nice. When you're done with that fucking bite, dude.
That crunch was so nice in my ear. Just eat more for me, please. I love that. It's like ASMR.
People love it. The people love it, dude.
Yeah.
They absolutely love it, dude.
Oh.
Okay, I'll tell you what pogo is. So basically, you get 60
I just got chills
seconds.
from him eating. Sorry.
You have 60 seconds, and I give you a random letter. And in those 60 seconds, you have to fire off as many words that start with that letter as possible. But you can't say people, though. You can't. It's not like fucking, if I give you like a fucking, I don't know,
like a W, I can't say Will Smith.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly my point. But yeah, places count, things count, obviously. You just can't say people.
You can't say like Samuel, Smith,
Yeah.
Sarah.
You have to say like sailboat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you get
Sand.
60 seconds.
I'm undefeated.
You're undefeated?
Nick is undefeated. He's never had an L in this game. So
well, we're on episode 8. Let's give Nick
what's
his
the
first
chat?
L.
What's the chat think of the chances of Gabe beating Nick today in Pogo? Let's see what everybody says real quick before we set it off.
I think I'm gonna bust his ass.
What's everybody saying in the chat? Let me see. Nick is awesome. I think you may be able to beat Nick. Nick smoking him. Nick smoking him. Yeah, we got a poll going on in here.
I love that.
All right, let me bring up the letters.
I'll go first too. I like the first.
You want to go first?
I'll go first. Come on, give me.
All right, let's put 60 seconds on the clock.
Give the letter and I'll put it.
Okay.
On go.
All right, on go? Yeah. It's going to be on go then. 60 seconds, Gabe. Your letter is going to be F.
Okay.
Go.
Fahrenheit. Is that with an F? Yes. Friends. Facts. Food. Free. Freedom. Fever. Fuck. Forever. Friendship. Funny. I'm just not gonna say that one. Fruity. You like that?
Yeah,
you
I
like
like
that?
that.
Fruits. Fruit. Singular. Food. Family.
Name of the album.
Yeah. Forever. Did I say that already?
You said that already.
Okay.
7 seconds.
How many? 7
5 seconds.
Feet. Oh, I already said fever. No, I already said fever.
All right, that's it.
Oh yeah, I said feet. You're right.
Yeah, it sounded like feet. We'll give it to you. 17. 18.
Yo, that's crazy that I was stuck at 18.
Wow.
I was stuck at 17.
Okay,
and I
Nick,
had
you got
17.
18 to beat, bro. He's undefeated here. He's never lost a pogo match.
How many
or
numbers does he
series.
put up usually?
Yo, what's the over-under
30?
here?
Last time I put up 30 something.
Yeah,
Oh
he
my
put up
God,
30
that's really
something.
good.
Okay, Nick, we're going to give him his letter.
I'll tell you, it was a little intimidating. because I
You
heard that
retarded? What do you think? You're back in Esau class?
I've never was an Esau, but it was intimidating. I can't lie. I was trying to act like it was.
What letters are intimidating?
No,
You don't know your vowels?
I
Name your vowels.
A-E-I-O-U.
And?
A-E-I-O-U.
And?
I don't know. What is that?
And sometimes why, you idiot?
And so, well, that's the song. A-E-I-O-U. A-E-I-O-U.
And sometimes why?
A-E-I-O-U. These are the vowels of the alphabet. I don't know.
I think it was special ed school. What's the normal?
What? Why? Sometimes why?
Yeah, why is sometimes a vowel?
Is that facts? Yeah. Well, really? Okay.
You guys ready for Nick?
I did not know that.
You guys ready for Nick? Are we good?
Oh,
I think it is.
He's
and
swallowing.
Sometimes why? Yeah.
He's swallowing. You ready? You gotta get that last chip in.
I'm pissed that Nick.
He's
put up
fueling
30.
up for this. His brain needs some power. He's eating Stacy's pita chips
don't give me a crazy letter.
for some
either.
fuel. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
60 seconds on the clock. Your letter is gonna be G.
Giselle, glimpse, gimp, guinea pig, giddy up, giddy, gizzard, geography, giraffe, geo, gay,
Hell yeah, you like that word, don't you?
gang, gains, gander,
Fuck.
go, going, gone, golfing, golf, gilf,
What's a gilf?
give, gimme,
He had his eyes closed. He thinks it's better with his eyes closed.
Givenchy,
That's what I should have done.
get,
Because I kept looking at you guys. That's what fucked me up.
10 seconds.
10 seconds.
genie, Guinness, gimp, no,
Said that already. He said that already.
Jiffy, Jiffy the fucking word.
Okay, that's it.
27.
27.
27.
27
You are so
words,
good at that.
and still,
G's hard.
and still
G's
the
fucking hard.
undefeated.
You know what? I'll tell you what. G was not hard. I feel like
Name
F. I
five,
feel
name
like,
five on G.
huh?
Name five on G.
Huh?
Name 5 words on G.
Five words
Name
on G?
5
I
words
mean,
with G. Go.
Beep, go. 5.
Wait, five on G. Okay, good. Going.
I said that.
I mean, yeah. There. All the words you said were like, you were like, you could have said Giuseppe, Givenchy. You know what I mean? Like,
Wow.
if there's a lot of G words.
Hey, you lost.
There's a lot. No, actually, I gave you. There's a lot of.
me the G because I'm Gabriel. I'm Gabe.
There's actually there's more words that start with F than with G.
God
I was going according to this.
Really?
Yeah. I gave you the edge. You had 1,000-word edge.
1,000?
Yeah, and he's still.
Yeah, but
He
also
still
he's been
lapped
doing
you.
this for like 8 episodes, and you guys
Yeah.
made this game
What,
up on
talking?
tour. You guys made this stupid game on tour.
It's a great game.
Fuck
It's
you.
a fucking great
Fuck
game,
this
dude.
stupid ass game. And next time I'm gonna come more prepared, and I'm gonna close my eyes.
That's crazy.
and-
You
and
need to make 20.
I could have if I closed my eyes and wasn't looking around the whole time.
Should we do the giveaway?
Oh yeah, let's do this giveaway.
I hate losing.
Merch giveaway segment. We got some merch to give away to everybody that's
You
joining us
lost
today. So let's
you
do
lost
it.
the kitty.
Hey, baby, guess that number now. 103 oh, let's hear you shout out loud. Rise on deck, he's sending the fit. Get that merch drip. Don't miss it.
Nick can sign or something.
Yeah, I can't lie, bro. I
Okay,
could have
hell
put
yeah.
up way more words. I could have put up
Do we have a
so
Sharpie?
many words. I'm thinking of them all right now. I'm like, fuck me. I know so many more F words.
Oh, hell yeah, hell yeah.
Bro, I'm like, I literally sat here just now, the last 5 seconds, and I came up with like 13 more F words. I'm like, that would have put me at 30.
Appreciate everybody in the chat joining us today. I think right now is a time where we're going to do a merch giveaway.
Beautiful.
And so, Gabe, I want you to in this paper, I want you to write down a number between 1 and 300.
Okay.
Just write it down. And in the chat, yeah, don't let the camera see it. I don't think the camera can see it.
I'm on here right now.
Okay, cool. And in the chat, if you're here, if you're joining us, if you're watching from your TV, now's the time to grab your phone, subscribe to this channel, subscribe to the new AB6 podcast channel, and type in a number between 1 and 300. And you could win some merch that we're about to sign and send to you after this podcast. If you're the winner, So here we go. Let's see the first person to guess this number in the chat. Let's keep it eyes peeled. What's the number? Wait. So
Why? Then I'll pass it to you. This is right
that's
back
the
here,
number?
guys.
What the fuck is that number? Don't say it though, but what the fuck is that number?
You don't want to read?
Alright, chat's going crazy right now.
Are they spamming the number?
Was that a heart though?
Yeah, it was a heart. I just put it
Okay.
I'm gonna put the
Did I
the
fuck-
chat. And I'm gonna put the live chat on the screen.
This was fire to fuck.
Let's look at the number. Let's see. Are you guys are you on the lookout? Are you on the lookout, Con?
One that's really close.
We see one that's really close.
Okay, how have you guys not guessed it? Come on. I probably just gave it away quick.
Keep going, keep guessing, guys. It's between 1 and 300. Let's see. Right now is the time. Get some free fucking merch from the gang. We're gonna ship it out.
We got a winner.
We got a winner. Pause it. We got a winner. We can stop now. Is it who is it? Who is it, Con? Victor Gutierrez. It's your lucky day. You just won a signed piece of merch from Nick, dude.
I love that.
Who? There's an early one before Victor Gutierrez.
Oh.
Who?
We got Kaz.
Who?
Kaz.
How do I spell cat?
Oh, here, Scheme, show him.
I'll show him right now.
Scheme wrote 17 with a heart. Who's the first person who wrote 17 in the chat? Oh, it was WAKKAZZ whack ass who wrote it down first. He wrote 17.
I feel bad that we did Victor like that, so we might just have
So bad. We feel terrible for you, Victor, but you know what? We got you. Nick's gonna send you some chewed up Stacy's pita chips inside a little container signed by him. We got you, brother.
Thirsty.
Yeah, we got you, dude. Well, there you go, dude. Whack ass. You won. What?
We're gonna hook up Victor and Wackass.
And Victor, we're gonna hook you up too. Con said it here. We're just giving shit away now. I feel like fucking Oprah in this thing now.
I love
boy.
that.
Okay.
Wait, put it back up so they can see.
What's up? There it is. 17, baby. Whack ass Victor, just feel free to connect with us via YouTube. Send us. How are we gonna get their info?
Six podcast. Send to DM the All But Six podcast on Instagram.
DM the All But Six podcast on Instagram. Let us know that you won, and we're gonna make sure we send this your way. Okay, it's your lucky day. And for everyone that's joining us, we appreciate you and your time. You can do anything with your Wednesday nights, and you chose to talk shit about. Life with us. We talked about Cuba. We talked about, Gabe's heritage. We talked about why AI is going to take over the world. And you joined us for it. So thank you guys. And we got a new YouTube channel. It's at AB6 Podcast on YouTube. Subscribe to it. Turn on notifications. We're starting this in September. Lastly, my bad for fucking all these updates because we're about to end this shit pretty soon. This guy's going on fucking tour. Pretty soon he's going to Europe. So get ready. This is going to be one of the last episodes that we won't have you on live no more,
Back
right?
in 3.
You'll be back in 3.
Take Gabe as my spot if he fucking comes.
It'll be funny. Yeah.
I would actually.
We could have some fun. We could have some fun, dude.
Be down. To do
Yeah.
that.
Hell yeah, dude.
And I could bring some cool guests too.
Let's do it, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I'll ask who we were talking about before, so we don't give it away.
Hell yeah. That sounds good.
Nick knows him. So.
Yeah, Aiden Ross.
Yeah.
I mean, I doubt that he would come right now, but I can hit him up. He's just doing a lot of shit. I know he's busy, and
Or Mr. Beast.
I mean, I can get Chandler. That's his boy. That's my boy.
That guy's golfing a
Mr.
lot.
Beast, not so much. I think he's too busy.
Well, Gabe, is there anything you want to say to the camera and to the people that tuned in today to hang out with us and hang out with you?
Sure, yeah, absolutely. I feel like I always have something to say, which is sometimes kind of annoying, but whatever. Just like, man, listen, enjoy life. I feel like just enjoy the road, enjoy the ride. Don't like live in the past. Don't let the past let the past shape you, not break you, if you get what I'm saying. And also just remember, for like all the guys out there and the girls too, just remember who you are. And for the men, just remember to be a man and be there for your family. And if you're a woman, be there for your family also. the most important thing in the world, and to me, in my heart, the only thing I care about is my family, which is these motherfuckers too. And I love you guys a lot. Thank you guys for having me to be a part of this. I had a lot of fun. So yeah, just enjoy life and let it take you on whatever course it takes you on. You'll enjoy it. Like, you'll see how the journey is 100 times better than
the destination.
I swear to God, that's the one thing I learned from releasing my first album. I had like postpartum depression after my first album.
Yeah, I don't mean to cut you, but the first winner, we can't give it to the first winner. Because it's fucking brother.
It was Leo?
The first one was Leo, and he's like, yeah, I won the giveaway, but tell him to send it to Victor, the second winner.
Wait, is his name Wakas? Is that what it is?
Oh, yeah, it is.
Is that Leo?
You were like, black ass. It's Wakas.
That is my little brother.
Dude, how the fuck did he guess the number you were going to write?
It's his fucking brother.
He knows me like the back of...
Oh, my God.
He literally is my twin.
Okay, yeah. There you go, Victor.
Shout
There
out
you go.
to my brother Leo.
Hey, that's family right there. You see? You see? Full circle moment.
It is.
So, shout out everybody for joining us. Thank you for being part of our family. All But Six Podcast, live every Wednesday. We'll see you next week.
The world is ending, Mikey's vibing, skating through the static, no plan, just riding. Fat Nick talking reckless like he got no brakes. Said love is fake, then ate 5 steaks. We don't take calls, we take chaos. Live stream looks like a thrift store seance. Ghosts in the chat, trolls in the feed. One more comment and I might